adventurers. There are warriors walking around, townspeople everywhere. All the market stalls are full, and there's lines in front of them. They've erected an outdoor pub area and an eatery so that people can eat outside. So a lot of different stalls to choose from. And the party has been out for a while. You did get a long rest, but as far as supplies go, you guys are probably lacking. So this might be a good time to restock on stuff while we're waiting for John. And then we can kind of jump into, whether or not you guys want to check out the quest board again, whether you want to talk to one of the guild masters. Since we're in Daggerford, you guys all had different things that you were doing in Daggerford. You're welcome to pursue those better as well.
You said something about games, right?
Yeah, there are a couple different games going on in the bar area, the outdoor market to the north. One of them is something that you guys are familiar with, which is someone just shuffling cups around at a table. There is also a table of people playing some sort of card game, which you do not recognize, but it appears to be played with different creatures on each card. And people are playing creature against creature in this game. And there's also a game of cornhole going on off of this direction. Cornhole. But if you roll me a perception check from where you're at, I can give you a little more.
Okay, I'll do that. Wait, how do you? Sorry, I already forget. How do you do perception check? Oh wait, never mind.
You just click. Yeah, cool. All right, 12. All right, so from where you're at, Joey, you can see a kind of shady-looking dwarf character with a mohawk chilling over here by a stand that is just a still erected cart, and it's pretty unclear how he's pulling it around, considering how big the cart is and how small he is. But he seems to be selling pots and pans, knives, different tools and trinkets, pretty much everything that you could possibly imagine. And he's not really chilling with any customers or anything, just kind of standing up against a pole over there.
I love me amigos.
Yeah, you also see a sleeping halfling just chilling on some boxes over here. He's snoring pretty loud, and sitting right next to him, just kind of chilling, appears to be just a large badger, probably protecting him. Let's see, Fairgrim. Fairgrim, you're directly next to kind of like a little tent area where it appears a group of swordsmen of some sort. They're pretty foreign looking to you and unfamiliar, and they're chatting in a tongue that you are unfamiliar with. Ooh, 19. Hell yeah. Okay, let's see here. Calathil, you notice all of those things, and you see what you recognize to be a full-fledged djinn chilling up here on the path, just floating next to a stall.
Wait, how do djinns work in this universe? Wait, is that something
It's like a genie, an elemental.
Can you give me wishes?
Different djinn do different things. There's also a race called genocide, which are like djinn children, and they're like flame touched. But this universe, I mean, you can there's mechanics for djinn, but there's a bunch of different varieties. So, but your character, I don't think would recognize any of that.
No, I don't think you would.
Young man.
Should I roll a perception?
Absolutely. John, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
All right, John, I'll recap a little bit for you with a 9. John, you see a shady-looking dwarf character standing next to a quickly erected cart that he has turned into a market stall, and it's filled with all just random boggles, different tools, knives, pots and pans, bolts, just like random miscellaneous items. And he doesn't really have any customers or anything either. He's just kind of chilling, drinking a beer. But
More.
do you guys remember everything from that quest board last session? Or do you want to nix that and just kind of start fresh from here? It's totally up to you.
I remember the stuff that I wanted to do. I wanted to do the 2 goblin ones really badly, but if anyone else doesn't want.
Yeah, you guys had heard about a goblin quest.
So there's that one, and
believe-
there was like a bounty on one of like the main one's heads.
There's a big reward. It was a 250 GP reward, amongst other things, But they did preface this with it is a very large, very large, very large goblin cannon.
That almost seems like a warning.
No, you will die.
Guys, don't worry. They're
It's
only
always
Again.
goblins.
Max, your mic is not on. You're like, I can hear you.
So let's maybe not do that.
I mean, we could do it. Just gotta be a little bit careful, It wouldn't be there if we couldn't do it, technically.
Are we moving in like an initiative or?
So you guys already rolled. So technically, Joey, you rolled the highest, so you can choose to do whatever you want first within the confines of Daggerford here. I want to let the party, have a chance to kind of hang out in town a little bit, see, shop for anything that you guys want to shop for. Just kind of tell me what you're looking for, and I can kind of put you in the right direction, so you can resupply and stuff. Have some conversations and stuff. Joey, you can go first.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to down
I will
this alcohol.
also say,
I'm feeling
no
a little
problem.
shy.
Okay, cool. No worries. I got some beer that I'll probably grab later on. So. You're always so inspirational. Okay. Callithiel, as you are, staring in the direction of the genie, you also notice some quick motion out of the corner of your eye from over in this direction. And it appears that a young man in ragged clothing is running away from a pretty rugged-looking character behind him. And he's heading in the direction of this square right now.
Okay.
All right, so I have to go first, right?
Yeah, you can choose what you
Okay.
want to do.
Well, I want to check out that. I know you just said that, but I want to check out the goblin, the wares that are right to my left, or talk to that guy if I can.
Oh, to the dwarf over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Or at least I'll like to look at what he's selling.
Okay. Let's roleplay it.
Oh, yeah, I just want to like go up there and like window shop first. Just like look at what he's
Okay.
got if he says something.
Okay. Yeah. So you sneak up and you just kind of you're not like facing him. You're just kind of like crossing your arms, looking out of the corner of your eye. You don't want him to come up to you or anything because obviously he looks like a pushy salesman as he sits leaning against his cart drinking his beer. Go ahead and roll me a perception and see what you can see, or investigation actually. Excuse me. Yeah, you see some pots and pans and some knives and stuff. They all look really nice, like top of the line shit. Everything looks well polished, well taken care of, brand new to your eyes.
My lack of intelligence is starting to get to me. Okay.
And Cowan, I see your roll down there for perception. You would have noticed the swordsman to your right and the dwarf that Joey is now talking to as well.
Okay. I'll talk to him. Hello there, fella. What are you selling?
Well, I'm selling everything. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for something sharp and pointy that's better than the sharp and pointy thing that I got. Also, some arrows if you have them.
Arrows, huh? Let me dig around and see what I can find. So he kind of fumbles around in like a large sack, and he pulls out some used arrows that have a little bit of blood on top of them, or on the tips of them, but they also appear to be soaked in some sort of like purple liquid, which is dripping off of them. And he's like, "Ha! This one's fresh poisoned. I'll take it for 10 silver if you got it."
10 silver, huh? I don't. I don't know like the asking prices and stuff of like or like the general like what arrows go for. So I don't know if I'm getting
I feel like that
skamazed.
seems steep.
You wanna persuade him?
Yeah. Can I check those out? Can I like look at them and like hold them in my hands and then like do like a perception check or something on them to see if
Yeah.
they're actually like.
Go ahead and roll me for perception for that. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he lets you like hold the arrow and look at it, and they're dipped pretty deep. Like it looks like he kind of overdid it a little bit, almost. Like there's so much poison on the arrow that it might be hard to hold and put on a bow. So maybe not the best thing to be resting on your hand with an 11. So that much.
Okay. Okay.
He's gonna look at you though and be, looking for weapons. What are you trying to kill? Maybe I got something else that might tickle your fancy.
What do you mean by what else? What do you got? You got something high powered in there?
I got a couple of paralyzing poisons and, the like.
Just stuff that's easy applicable to the blade is what you're saying?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you can't kill diplomats, your enemies, without the proper tools.
Well, I don't know nothing about no diplomats, but
I don't know nothing about no diplomats either.
that's probably good then. Okay, well, what are you insinuating at? What do you got? What can my eyes see?
Well, if you want a paralyzing poison, that'll be another 10 silver. But I do happen to have a pretty nice shiny sword back here. Bought it off one of the local tradesmen a while back. Never did end up using it.
Well, can I take a look at that too?
Yep. Roll me an investigation. He's gonna pull out a really shiny looking sword, show it to you. Okay, so you look at the sword and you reach forward to try to grab it from him, and he doesn't give it to you. He just continues to hold it himself. And being, a little bit witted, as Joey is, you decide not to go for the argument on this one, but notice that the blade has a stamp on the bottom of it. And the stamp appears to be one of dwarven recognition, though you cannot read it. And the sword itself appears to be a little bit on the small side. And the way that he's holding it, it is kind of just barely bending in the wind as it blows.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
The sword's flapping. It's looking a little bit on the cheap side.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay. Well, I got mixed messaging because cause you said dwarven. I was like, oh, that's probably high quality then. But then yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know about that sword, sir, but let's go back to the poisons and the arrows. Say I purchase these, can I get like a bundle bonus, like a little bit of a wholesale bonus? You know what I mean?
Roll me for persuasion. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you the arrow and the poison for 18.
I feel like it's a little steep, but whatever. I'll do it. I'm not much of a bard.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and add the poison arrow and the the paralysis poison. I can't say it. Wow, paralyzing poison to your hand.
Paralysis poison?
Paralysis. Thank you, Max. Sorry, guys. I've been ripping this weed jewel too hard today. Cool. All right, let's move on to Calathil.
Wait, sorry. How many arrows?
Just one.
Okay, cool.
I would like to walk over here. Oh God, hold on. I'm on pan and not select. I would like to walk to block this path and try to kind of intercept what is happening here.
Okay. Sweet. So I'm not gonna make you roll for that or anything. So the young man that is running down the path there, you notice that he is barefoot as well, and like just other than the ragged clothes, he does kind of smell of sweat, and you can smell him from where you're at. Like he's pretty dirty in
I
general.
think it's a wig.
He has smooth golden skin, and he stands about 5'9", and he's pretty skinny. And he has a pretty forgettable face. The only noticeable thing about him is his 2 silver piercings on his left ear, which seem to stand out over his ragged clothing. But he is screaming at the guy behind him, who appears to be wielding a pair of brass knuckles and sort of chasing him, but more intimidating him. But the boy who's running down the path is screaming, "Peyton, I'll get you! You just wait."
Okay, I would kind of do a little kind of spin around as the little raggedy boy passes me and put my body between them and say, "What the fuck is going on here?"
He is going to attempt to push through you as you block his path. Roll me a strength check.
No, that is stealth. Hold on, I'm sorry. A strength check, not a saving throw, yeah?
Yep, just a strength check. Oh, damn. You know what's funny is he rolled a 3. I for sure thought that you'd be on the upper hand of that. All right, so he does push past you successfully. And as he pushes past you, you notice that something in his pocket is clinking back and forth. And it appears to be, or it sounds like it's made of metal. And the guy behind him does sort of kick up his speed in, to pursue this guy, but being so much larger than the boy who's running, I don't think that he really catches up in time. And since you're in the way, he's going to stop in front of you and say, "Look at what you did. Now I have to catch him during the evening. He's got to camp outside of town. You help me catch him, I won't turn you into the local guards."
What did he do?
He's a pickpocket. He stole one of the charms from a local merchant. Your passive perception? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, can I roll? Can I suss him out? Is this a good boy or a bad boy?
You want to roll an insight check to see if he's lying to you? Yeah, roll me for insight. Okay, so yeah, you listen to his story. It does sound a little rehearsed to you. And on top of that, turning him into the local guard, this dude appears to be just a common thug. He doesn't have any kind of uniform on, and I don't really know any guards that, use brass knuckles as their go-to city defense device.
Who would you report me to? I've done nothing wrong. I was sent that.
What's your name? What'd you say?
What's your name? Why do you need my name?
I asked you first.
I don't care.
Okay, are you gonna walk away from him?
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Okay, so you walk away. Roll me a strength check, because he's gonna grab your shoulder as you try to walk away. Oof. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No. So he does grab your shoulder and turn you around, and he said, "I will figure out who you are, and who you're with." And then he walks away. Goes back down the path, appearing like he seems to be looking around for that guy again.
Wait, a quick question to see if I know which way that guy ran off.
Yeah, he is actually hiding next to the halfling right over here. I'll just give it to you.
I would wait until the thug is out of view and then rejoin my party.
Okay.
But I'm keeping eyes on the little Aladdin boy.
Cool. All right. Let's move on to Tywin. You're up.
Okay. So, Tywin is going to move up in search of a sort of pawn shop type card.
Okay. Are you going to go to this one?
The one to the right here.
Will you click on it and show me which one you're talking about?
Is that working?
You should be able to hold the mouse down. I'll hold the left click.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, these guys over here. They are not a pawn shop. They appear to be a group of swordsmen.
Okay.
The pawning sketchy dwarf is over here. Are you looking for something specific? Because I think you have some companions from Daggerford that might be able to point you in the right direction.
Companions mean people in our group, or just?
Yeah, there are some player characters. Some of the party members are from Daggerford.
Hey, Fairgrim. Do you know where I might find a pawn shop here in the market?
Well, you could. What? That guy was a dwarf over there. Did you say?
Mm-hmm. This guy's a dwarf, but he doesn't look like a permanent installation by any means.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You don't want to talk to that dwarf. He's fucking sketchy. I tell you what.
Oh, good to know. What's sketchy about him?
Half that shit he's got stolen. Anyway.
Works by himself?
Should I do a history check to see if I know where a good pawn shop is?
Yeah.
Because I don't.
And Kelly, what exactly are you looking for at your pawn shop?
Setup's different every year.
Objects that I can manipulate, take with
Okay,
me.
cool.
And potentially the missing person that I mentioned in my backstory.
Okay.
What sounds am I hearing right now?
So I'm gonna pull up the map for you. Sorry.
What was that sound?
Felt like a laptop overheating.
Yeah.
Probably mine.
Sure.
Working hard right now.
I love the sound of a CPU running into overdrive on a laptop, man.
Where it used to get so hot that it would physically.
Yeah. Hey, do we have that chest of treasure still?
I believe it's mostly like golden shit, and we divvied it up.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So Max, with your history check, I think that knowing what Talon is looking for, you will point her in the direction of Sorceller's Encapsulate, which is essentially like a mage supply store. But they also carry a lot of like craft goods and stuff, and that's going to be like a permanent, brick and mortar type situation. That's been in Daggerford, so I think that you would know about that. But there is also a market stall right here and right here that appears to be selling apparel. There are like some statuettes, some ram's horns, some potions, a bunch of random stuff over there.
So I guess after I say what I said about the dwarf, I'm just kind of walk this way and I'm looking around, just because I'm taller than she is.
Okay.
And then I can point her where.
Put her on your shoulders.
Yeah, can you just put me on your shoulders?
Yeah, roll me a strength, Bergen.
Very small.
Yes.
Oh yeah, easy. All right, cool. You're full 7 feet up in the air now. You can see the majority of the market from where you're at this point. There's like a meat market over here. There is someone selling fresh produce down there. You also see an open air blacksmith selling his wares in a pop-up kind of area. There's a bakery right over here. There's also just a bunch of people. There's a couple guys standing on stumps over by the tavern area, playing the guitar. So they're just kind of hanging out over there. All right. But I think that this is probably the stall you'd want to go to as far as like trinkets and stuff are concerned. Just from where you're at, you can see some wooden statues of like different creatures, like trolls. There's like a fish, and there's a wooden bird over there as well. And then there's a bunch of like necklaces, and a few like different like styles of rock. There's like granite, and they have some limestone and some smoother sandstone that are more circular, like almost like skipping rocks. And there's also like some quartz crystal over there as well, in a few different colors.
Beargrim, this place looks great. I think I'll stop here.
Perfect. Do you hop off?
Yeah.
Cool. She pops off. All right, cool. So yeah, you walk up to the stall and you start looking around, and the lady at the shop clerk just looks at you and goes, "Well, what can I get for you, young gnome?"
I'm just browsing here. These are some pretty interesting stones you got.
Well, thank you. I collected them myself over by the riverbed. It took me a couple of days to find the quartz ones, but it was well worth it.
What do you like about quartz?
It's shiny, you know. It comes in a bunch of different colors, too, so I don't have to go out and buy actual rubies and sapphires. It's just a festival, after all. We just want to be able to make some jewelry for the kids.
Oh, so you make these quartz into jewelry?
Yeah, my husband behind me here will wrap them with wires and sell them.
Oh,
just a couple coins a piece.
This sounds really intriguing.
So yeah, she points you to the direction of like the table next to her, and there's like some like purple stone, or stones of all colors really, but there's some like necklaces. She's got a couple of tiaras and some bracelets over there, and then just a couple of earrings and stuff like that. Yeah, basically what you'd expect to find at like a piercing parlor.
Cool. So Tawin picks out one of the stone necklaces, a bright blue one.
Okay, bright blue.
Sure.
Yeah. And she's gonna say, yeah, necklaces are just 3 copper pieces.
That sounds fair and reasonable. Here you go.
Sweet. And go ahead and remove that gold from your inventory and add the bright blue quartz necklace to your inventory. Awesome. And yeah, like I said, there's some wood statues, some ram's horns. There's a couple of like brick packages wrapped in paper. And they have little bows on top of them. And then there is also just a cask, or not a cask, I'm sorry, a crate with a couple different types of potions in it.
What's wrapped up in these packages here?
I'm glad you asked. We made some cornbread this weekend. It keeps pretty long, and if you wrap it, you can carry it with you for at least a week before it goes stale.
Oh. I don't think I'm in need of food right now.
Yeah, it won't heal you much, or any, really, but it'll save you from exhaustion.
Well, let's see. I'm pretty sturdy even for my size.
Okay. And then if you guys are looking for like health potions and stuff, they're going to be over here as well. So if anybody in the party needs potions, we can just make that quicker than everybody having to roleplay for potions. A low-level potion will heal you for 2d4 plus 2. And they're not super cheap. They're actually 20 gold pieces.
Fuck.
So, yeah. So some of you may or may not be able to afford them.
No one can afford that.
So,
oh, you can't afford
that? I will say,
I'm too poor.
One. So, that's
okay,
where we're at right now.
We have to pool our resources together.
Can I barter with this person?
You sure fucking may.
I don't think you're gonna be able to barter him down that much.
Dude, it all matters on the role play and the rolls, man.
All right. So yeah,
Peregrine's gonna waltz up to this stall and be like, "Hey, do you guys? What's her name? I know her name, right?"
Yeah, she's talking to Tawin right now, though. But the guy who's next to the potions is.
I'll wait for my turn.
I was gonna say, how are we doing, Tawin? Do you have anything else to purchase here?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Peregrine, when you walk up, since you're next in the order anyway, when you walk up, the guy standing in front of the potion crate is literally with 2 different colored liquids in each vial, just like mixing them together randomly in his hand. And he's got like gray hair that's standing straight up in the air, and his nose is dripping just a little bit. He's got really bright green eyes that are slightly crossed.
Look like Max from Princess Bride.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, late 40s, same vibe. but he's gonna look up at you with one of his eyes and say, "What are you looking for today?" With a kind of surprisingly high-pitched voice.
I was looking for health potions, but I don't know if I trust your work.
Oh, don't you worry. I bought these health potions from the alchemist up the street. I didn't make them myself, but if you want to try one of my concoctions, one of Heron Jurup's concoctions, they're only 5 silver.
Oh.
Heron Jurup.
Heron Jurup. Well, you gonna buy one or not?
I want to, but I don't want to die today. So I think I'm gonna pass.
Are you saying that my potions aren't worth nothing to you? That's an insult to me, sir.
No.
I can't even believe you came up to my stall.
I'll take one. I'll take one. Fine.
Good now. You seem like you've got a good mind on you, Sonny. Let me tell you about something. You know, there might be an enchanted forest around here, and it might just happen to have a brown bear living in it. However, if you can retrieve something for me, I might just give you the location of that enchanted forest.
What's the task?
There's a hidden bandit encampment north of Daggerford, and there's a certain witch there that has something that I used to own.
Witch.
Well, by witch I really mean human that's got some overpowered spells, not necessarily a hag or anything. I think not like a true witch.
Gotcha.
But he tells you that the bandit leader in the hidden encampment has stolen a trinket from him, and it happens to be the carving of a brown bear, and it's made of bone.
Sorry, I'm taking notes.
It's really up to you.
What's in it for me again?
He'll give you the location
Enchanted
of an
forest?
enchanted forest, and there seems to be some sort of magical bear there, is what he's saying.
I guess I'll buy. Okay, I'll buy it, and then the party can decide later. So we'll say, Farragrim says.
Okay.
I like the sound of. I'm not done yet. I was gonna say it.
Sorry.
I've always wanted to see an enchanted forest, so I'll take it up. I'll see what I got some friends with me who might have an opinion, so I'll let you know if I do it.
Oh, that'll make it all the easier. A full party, huh? Wonderful. There's a good lad. Thank you much.
We'll see about this.
He just kind of pats you on the back, but he's also going to take a map out and mark on the map where he thinks the bandit encampment is on the side of the road.
Okay.
Then he's going to hand that piece
All
back
right.
to you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Go ahead and remove 5 silver.
Where is my eyebrows? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did. And I got that.
You got the
scary
potion? All right, Yosef, what are we doing?
Okay, first I gotta ask, man, is this background music Luigi's Mansion?
No, it is called Halfling Festival.
Because I keep hearing like this one part that goes like, ding, like the most iconic Luigi's Mansion like line you can imagine. I keep hearing that in this music.
I don't know. Maybe the composer took some of his inspirations from Luigi's Mansion.
I don't know, but
There's some ops.
It's by the artist Tabletop Heroes. So.
Ooh. I'll show you what I mean later on. But anyways, I am going to walk around, and basically I'm just going to walk around and look for like interesting things kind of happening, like just kind of see what's going on, look for anything interesting. But primarily, I'm looking for someone who looks like they might have information about things. Just kind of going around, information broker or whatever. Just someone who has information or looks like they would.
So you were already introduced to the guild master initially when you guys first got to Daggerford, and she is chilling over here. And I don't remember if you guys asked her for her name or not. I think you just talked to her.
I have her name as Calvin.
You have her name as Calvin?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So
is that right?
No, because it's
Calvin
a she.
written down.
Wait.
You also have Calvin written down? Okay. Well, her name is not Calvin. Her name is Elizabeth. So that's my fault.
Who's Calvin?
I don't know.
We're all Calvin, a little bit.
All right, Elizabeth then.
Yep, and she is a half orc.
Okay.
But she's just hanging out over by the quest board and one of the government buildings over here.
Well, specifically the information that I'm looking to find out is information about like my parents. So
Roger that.
So I'm looking for someone who looks like they would have information about that rather than just information about whatever, right?
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just kind of walking through the city looking for that.
All right, roll me a perception check.
All right.
Investigation. Excuse me.
Investigation.
Oof. Okay. I think you're looking around, and there's so many people in the square because of the festival going on that I don't think it's super clear who might have information about the disappearance of your parents. You do see several guards standing up on the podium over here, and one of them looks much more well dressed than the other. So he's probably a guard captain. And I think that, with a 5, you kind of divert and land on just going for your own personal entertainment when you don't see much in the first place. And you do see a guy singing a song on top of this tree stump over here. And he's jamming out pretty hard. He is a tiefling, pretty short in general, but he's got a red mohawk. So he's he stands out pretty much.
Ooh.
I think that's what he for 5.
All right. And so the red mohawk tiefling is playing music right now?
Yeah, he's standing on top of that tree stump, just literally shredding his lyre. Just shredding it.
Can you ping the tree stump? I'm blind.
Yeah, it's right over here.
Oh, okay. I saw her just fucking dancing to that shit.
Awesome. Roll me performance for your dance.
Oh, okay. Just a little jig. Just a little.
Okay. I think real recognizes real. He's gonna start jamming. He's actually gonna step down from his stump during his solo and just walk up to you and just keep just wrecking it for the next 30 seconds or so until he does finish the trill. And he's gonna put his instrument down and just immediately grab your hand and start shaking it and say, "What's your name there, Sonny?"
My name is Yusuf, brother.
Oh, another musician. Oh, I love another bard when I meet one. Where are you from?
I'm from the Fey Wilderness. I'm looking for my fabled parents.
Oh, parents, huh? Oh, that's rough, buddy. I don't really know anything about that, but you should check out the guild sometime. We take care of our own here. He's gonna hand you a small card, almost like a playing card.
Okay.
And the only thing that's on it is the picture of a dripping beer mug. It's frothing from the top and dripping down to the bottom of it. The card itself is a dark maroon color, and the mug is silver.
All right.
And he's just gonna hand it to you, and he's gonna go, "Give this to one of your local bartenders sometime. You'll get a free round, and they'll point you in the right direction."
Well, thanks for the tip, but the problem is I don't really play too often because I was raised by the Fae. I have the enchanted words, I have that way.
Oh, stage fright, huh? That's too bad, because we need some people to perform around here. It's a festival, after all. You could dance fine. How about that?
Well, I'll give it a try. You should come on by, see if you like what you see.
Okay. So roll me a persuasion.
Yeah.
Okay. He is going to invite you to perform with him as his jigster at the Daggerford Inn this evening at 5 p.m. And that's in like 5 or 6 hours.
All right. I'll try to be there. See what my crew's doing so they could be aware.
What's your name there, Sonny?
I told you it's Yosef, no.
Yosef. I have a shitty memory, unfortunately. I'm Zorcius.
Zorcius, how do you spell that?
Zorcius.
Alright. Well, nice to meet you, Zorcius.
Sorry, Ron Weasley.
He just stamps his foot and snaps his fingers to your
we know each
speech
other in real life.
as you walk away.
So,
Just in recognition that you're doing it,
Sorry about that, man.
in poem.
Hell yeah, thank you, Dad. I don't know.
I think he stops dancing as soon as you say that, and he looks kind of awkward at you, turns around, and jumps back up onto his stump. It's like, whoa, okay, that's enough.
He doesn't understand. That's just what my people say.
All right, you keep telling yourself that.
All
right, Joey, back to you. What are we doing?
That's a good question. I probably should have thought about that in advance. I was just enjoying the show.
I was gonna say, you're chatting with your sketchy dwarf character. Yeah, you're welcome to walk around and pick out NPCs. Totally up to you guys. You guys got a couple hours to burn before you go to, if you decide to go to Yosef's show, should he decide to tell you about it.
Yeah. So so do I see this over here?
Yeah, you can visibly see the smoke that rises because he's got like a makeshift forge behind him too.
Okay, and does that to me appear to be like a shop?
Yeah, everything here is a shop, so it's there are merchants everywhere. So I'm not gonna make you roll if you want to walk up to the blacksmith over there.
Cool. Then I'm gonna walk over there and examine the stuff.
All right, so yeah, you walk up. Roll me for investigation.
Oh yeah, sorry.
All good.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a nat
nice.
20, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you roll up and you see that there are some swords that appear to be from one angle kind of a greenish hue, like a shiny green color, and then from the other angle they appear to just be normal steel, and they kind of shimmer in the sunlight and change color as they're as you walk past them. You see a couple of axes and hammers that have a similar hue to them as well. And you also see some swords that are made of like a white metal, just kind of chilling on the table over there.
Okay.
And with an investigation in Nat 20, you'd recognize them as being made of mithril and adamantine.
Are any of them short swords?
There are some short swords on the table, yes.
Okay, then I would like to talk to the person who appears to be the seller.
Okay, there's two blacksmiths that are sitting at the table. The one at the table with the short swords is a human. He appears to be in his late 50s, early 60s. He's short. He's got wavy red hair and blue eyes and a long braided beard. And he's got pockmarked skin. So he's definitely been in the profession for a long time. But he's a muscular guy, no matter what, even though he's short. And he just kind of looks at you and goes, "All right, now, what can I get for you?
Well,
We got mithril, we got adamantine, anything."
Wait, do I know which one's better quality?
So adamantine is the strongest metal in the game, but mithril is the lightest.
Okay. They both have their pluses, minuses.
Yeah,
Cool.
adamantine blades, I believe, are +2 to damage. and Mithril are a +1.
Okay. I noticed those swords you have are really nice quality. How much you selling these for?
Well, the adamantine starts right around 1,500 gold, and then the Mithril starts right around 500.
Okay. So just a little bit out of my budget.
Ah, yeah, I see that, Sonny. What kind of sword are you wielding now?
Well, I don't know. Wait, I don't know what's. Is there? Should I know?
You just have a normal short sword?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna look at you and say, well, if you're trying to do some damage on a budget, you could always poison the blade. Do a little extra damage for you.
Do you sell poisons, or is this only a blacksmith?
What do I look like, an apothecary? Get out of here.
Well, I don't really know why you brought it up then.
I'm just trying to help you out. If you can't afford my wares, I'll point you in the right direction.
Can I do a perception check to see if anything's easily stealable?
Yeah, so yeah, roll me a perception. Or roll me an insight, actually.
Oh no.
Okay.
I think it looks stealable.
So he's sitting right there. He's looking at all of this shit, and he doesn't appear to be lying to you or anything. He is a little bit on the rude side, but with that, so I think as you're kind of like sizing him up and looking at him, one of the adventurers over to your left here, they pull out like a bag of coins and start shaking it in front of this blacksmith, because they want to buy one of the hammers on the table. And as they do so and start to uncinch the pouch of coins, the guy that's standing on the stool gets up and runs over there and goes, put that away, quick. You don't want him coming by. I can't have him coming back again today. And then he runs back over to his stool and sets up like a little sign that says closed for the day. And starts to pack up some of the stuff on his table. What are you saying, Max? You're muted.
I was chewing in the mic, so I was.
But yeah, he just kind of freaked out when that guy started to open his pouch of coins.
Yeah, I like to walk up to the guy with the pouch of coins and ask, like, try to understand what's going on a little bit.
So you look over at him and he looks just as confused as you do.
Hey,
he's like, I just want to buy one of these hammers.
Have you shopped here before? He had a pretty visceral reaction to you coming by.
No, this is actually my first time in Daggerford. I've never had a merchant treat me like that in my life. And I think that the other blacksmith is kind of walking over to him and going, it's okay. He gets a little bit weird when it comes to small change, You just gotta do the purchases for me.
I feel like everyone's doing like this and stuff. I don't understand what's going on. Oh no, I feel so bad.
Kelly,
You're
they'll
big
walk
brain.
over there. Tell
Pay attention to other people's roleplay.
I was paying attention. I guess I wasn't paying attention that hard enough. Okay, well, I'm gonna be pretty dejected because I don't understand what's going on. My character's not very smart.
Okay.
I don't understand either.
Okay. Then I'm just going to, yeah.
You could just ask the merchant, but it's your RP. Sorry.
So, I guess, I don't think that your character would really know what's going on anyway. So I think that this does kind of work out. I'd have you roll a history, but I don't think that your limited history in Golden Fields is going to yield you any deep lore or anything like that. So, yeah. All right, Calathil.
Okay. I want to, as like calmly and unimposing as I can. I've like made sure that the thug is like gone, right?
I can barely hear you. I'm sorry. What?
Sorry. The thug's like gone, right? Like he's like out of sight.
Oh yeah, he's long gone to the market, and so is the raggedly dressed boy as well. They ran off towards the north over here. or the northwest.
Damn it! I wanted to talk to him. He's like, oh my.
Yeah, you can. There's a grapple mechanic, so if you want to like grapple people who are running through you, you can roll a d20 with strength and see if you get blocked. But you're welcome to kind of search around. Wait, where are you right now? Oh, you're literally you're over here.
Yeah, I was right next to him.
You can go talk. You can see him hiding then if you're standing right there. Okay. He's literally just crouched down eating a moldy piece of bread next to this passed out hobbit on top of some crates over here.
No, I came over here to keep eyes on him because I wanted to talk to him. I didn't want to
I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
No, it's okay.
So you can walk up and talk to him if you'd like to then.
I go over, I pull one of my rations out of my bag. I think I have 2 in my priest pack, so I pull out a ration. And I say, hello, I just want to talk. Would you like some food?
I'd love some. Thank you. And he takes it from you and just like immediately starts going to town. Like he hasn't had a good meal in weeks.
I say, don't eat so fast, you'll give yourself the hiccups.
And he just kind of like looks up and shakes his head at you. And I think he looks over at the sleeping halfling who's got like a little flask next to him, and he almost kind of looks like he's about to go for the flask. But he doesn't. And he turns back to you and he goes, what do you want from me?
Just, that thug threatened me, and I just kind of want to know why he was chasing you.
Well, I don't know if I should really be telling you or not. You want to roll me a persuasion?
I'll roll persuasion.
Okay. 14? Okay. So he's going to look at you and go, look, all right, I don't want to get in any trouble or anything, but I may have taken this from one of the local guild masters when he wasn't looking. And he's going to pull out a silver embroidered sapphire. There's like a silver pennant with a sapphire pressed into it. And he's going to quickly put it back into his pocket and go, okay, don't tell anybody, all right? But this is my ticket out of this cursed town. I'm done with this place. I'm going to Golden Fields. I'd rather have a belly full of bread than live in this shithole.
And this card, is it a special pendant or is it just...
I can't hear you again. I'm sorry, your mic keeps going out.
Yeah, sorry. Is it a special pendant, my friend, or is it just expensive?
It's, you could call it special, sure. You're gonna have to roll me another persuasion if you want to get that out of him.
Okay, can I cast guidance on myself?
Yes, actually. Okay.
+1.
He's gonna look at you and crack a little bit of a smile and go, look, I appreciate you helping me out today, all right? Let's just say if you need anybody to, I don't know, infiltrate anything anytime soon, I'm your guy. And he just kind of puts his hands in his pocket, looks around, and kind of sits down on the crate, acting like he's just hanging out with the halfling. That's all I can give you for 15.
Yeah.
So I think...
Okay.
Yeah,
I say, why not?
Wait, did the 1 count? Is that 16 or 15?
Oh, if it was... Okay, so even with a 16, that's still really all I can give.
The pendant has some kind of magical property.
I think that's safe to assume.
Yeah. I say, and just that who's chasing you, he just works for the guild person that you stole this from, yeah?
Yeah, he works for those dwarves. Yeah, the ones up from the spine of the world.
Oh, okay. Why don't you wait a night to skip town? You meet me and my friends back here later in the evening, and maybe we will give you more food.
Well, what time? Because they're having a show up at the Daggerford Inn, and I don't want to miss it.
Show? I love a show.
Oh, yeah, one of the local bards is going up there. He's been in business for 250 plus years. He's amazing.
Wow, we've had such a long and hard journey. I'm sure my friends would love to go see a show. Yeah, we will meet you at the show. I will introduce you to them there.
Cool. He's just gonna give you a fat high five. He's stoked that you're coming.
All right. Well, I have got to go stock up, do some shopping, but I will see you later. You're not going to leave before the show.
Yeah, and the name's Pete, by the way. Pete Laughingsteel.
Nice to meet you, Pete. We will see you later, okay?
Sounds good. And he's gonna go back to eating the ration that you told him not to eat really fast. All right.
I guess. Yeah, that's it.
Sorry, I want to make sure everybody has enough time to do everything they want. All right, what are we doing?
You're muted.
Hello?
Like on Discord.
You're muted on Discord, Kelly.
Okay.
There you go.
Talon wants to keep asking questions to the sellers.
Okay.
So she asked them if they make the cornbread themselves.
Oh, yeah. It's my mom's recipe. It's been in the family for years. You know what the secret is? Just a little bit of salt dust. You can get it from most alchemist supply stores.
Good to know. Do you ever infuse any of your foods with these potions?
Roll me persuasion.
17?
17? Okay. So the guy that's like frantically mixing random potions is going to turn and look at you, and with this super high-pitched voice, he's just going to be like, well, I've never really thought about putting my potions in cornbread before, but I could sure try. It'd be a little soggy.
Speaking of which, what kind of potions you got going on here?
I got a couple poisons, I got a couple invisibility potions, and just some regular health potions.
Health potions?
Yep. They're 20 gold pieces.
Oh. Well, I'm a traveler, so I don't have that much on me right now.
Well, you did just roll a pretty high persuasion. You know, someone like you sticking around buying my wife's cornbread, I'll give them to you for 15.
15? Okay.
Do you have 15 gold pieces?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I definitely don't.
Okay. Then, yeah, you can't afford them at this moment.
I don't think that I can afford that at this moment.
Well, I got a couple of good berries. If you're interested, they're just 15 silver pieces.
Are good berries for health?
Yeah, they heal health. It's 1d4 health.
I think I have enough for one of those.
Okay. Take the 15 silver pieces out of your inventory and add a good berry.
Okay. Do you know of any what did I say? Do you have any other suppliers here in town?
I can't say any that work for us, but there's a couple of other. There is a main apothecary here. Let me get the name of it for you really quick. If you're just looking for, it was the one that Max had mentioned. Source Cellars and Capsulate. That's where we get the majority of our complicated potions.
Oh, where is that at?
Source Cellars is over south of the Daggerford Inn. It's not that far from here, actually. She is going to point up north to this path over here and say it's in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah, it's to the northwest.
Well, thanks for everything. And Talon's gonna hop on off.
Okay, so before you leave, they're going to thank you for your business. And the woman that was working with you who sold you the necklace is going to come and put something into the palm of your hand. When you open your hands up, there is a smooth wooden figurine that appears to be in the silhouette of a very misshapen humanoid figure.
So
And
it's go on.
No, that's it.
Okay. Is it just a really misshapen person, or is it just really badly carved?
The carving, judging by the artistry in the rest of the carving on the table, you can tell that they are good at what they do. So you don't think that they made any mistakes when it came to this particular figurine. Roll me a history check.
Is this figurine ugly?
We'll see if her gnome ancestry can give her any more information on this.
13.
13? Okay. I think because you're an artificer and because you come from a gnome village, you would recognize this figurine as a small, like, miniature form of a wooden golem.
Ooh.
But it isn't a wooden golem. It's just the figurine of one.
Yeah. So wait, would golems... Never mind.
No,
Never
ask the
mind.
question.
You're saying this is just a figurine of a golem, but it's not an actual one.
That's right.
Because a golem would be a real creature in
Yeah.
this world.
Yeah, and D&D golems are sentient creatures, and they have to be crafted by artificers, sorcerers, or wizards. And they generally take, years to create thousands of gold pieces and various different, rare items that have to be collected. So it costs in-game money, and it takes up in-game time.
Okay. All right.
But I think for an artificer, like you would know golems pretty well. Like they're the ultimate goal of someone who animates objects.
So maybe then she turns back to the woman and says, "Where'd you get this?"
Oh, I had it laying around. I saw one once, I started carving them. That's actually what got me started with these cart in the first place.
You saw one once. You must
Yeah.
be a really talented artificer.
There was one in Neverwinter, actually. He might even still be there. Worked for the Baron.
In Neverwinter.
In Neverwinter.
Do you remember the name by chance?
Yeah, hang on a second. It's in my Google Drive. Sorry, I had to restart my computer before we jumped into this session to make sure that it was definitely going to make it. Sorry for taking so long. Okay, his name is Lord Dagult Never Ember is his name.
Never Ember?
Never Ember. Dagult, and then the word never, ember, all together.
He's the Lord.
Yeah, and that's just the Baron. That's not the name of the art or the sorcerer that she met. She does not have his name.
Should I roll for history to see if I know this person?
You can, because you've been to Neverwinter, so yeah, go ahead and roll me for history.
15?
Okay. Let's see here. So I think you would know her name. She is a fairly famous dwarven sorcerer. Hang on, I have her name here somewhere. I'm sorry, guys. My computer is so fucking slow.
Fine.
All right. Okay, her name is Harsutrude Winfoot. And I'll spell that for you. It is Harsutrude, Windfoot.
And she goes by Lord Dangle Neverember.
No, Daggelt Neverember is the Baron of Neverwinter, and his like house sorcerer, his her name is Harsutrude Windfoot.
So she would have created the golem.
Yeah, you would assume that she's the one that created the golem that this shopkeeper is talking about.
Okay.
Cool. All right, now we can go on to Farragrim.
Right. So, I still never got my potions. So, I was thinking about maybe going to the alchemist shop.
Oh, Ludo is so cute, yeah.
Maybe they're not marked
No,
up
she
there.
is, for sure.
Okay, you want to go to Store Sellers? Because you're...
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can do that. Let me ask Yosef, what's your next plan here? And then I can move you guys to a different map where everyone can pursue different tasks here.
I was going to message them with my spell, cantrip, and ask them to meet me.
Okay. Yeah, you guys all
Tell us about the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you all receive a message from Yosef. Yosef, what does it sound like?
All right. It's hey, just fuck that right down. Hey guys, meet me up north by the tree, or yeah, something like that. That's what the message says to like get everyone together. All right.
I got
another message.
Saving throw to see if we can all understand that cryptic message.
All right.
I think we might get some.
Fuck! I fumbled it. I got bashful and I fumbled it.
Okay. Farragrim, you're gonna head off to the northeast over here.
God damn it!
Completely in the wrong direction. I don't think you really understand his. But you do know where Source Sellers is, so I think actually no, you would head to Source Sellers because you know where it is.
All right, can I give that message another go?
And Joey equally is confused. Yeah, give role play it. Let's do it.
All right. So this is north, though, up here, right? That's considered north. All right. Let's see. Hey guys, remember where we came in from? Meet me over by the fountain. I have something to tell you, something you're gonna wanna hear. Alright.
I think that was much better.
Thank you. I messed up the other one.
Kelsey, are you drinking a literal potion bottle? What do you got there? Oh, is that a vape? Okay. It looked like I don't know, like a really fancy perfume, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought was going on. I want a cork flask. I want to walk around with one on my belt. All right, so let me pop you guys over. Are you guys? Oh, wait, you're just meeting Yosef by the fountain right now. That's right.
Yeah.
You guys can choose to do that or not.
I will meet him by the fountain. Be like, all right,
Okay.
I'll get potions.
Very confused by the first message, but yeah.
Okay.
I got it
Joey.
there.
Are you going over there as well?
Yo, what up, Garrett? How you doing, man?
I can't hear you, Joey.
Sorry, what was that?
Are you going to be meeting Yosef over by the fountain?
Well, okay, is this gonna move us on? Because there's one thing I want to do, but
Okay.
if not,
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Because we'll be moving us on, so yeah, let's do what you want to do.
okay, well, okay, I just wanted to go to the card table area and I want to do like a perception check to see if I can see anybody who's like very, very rich, or appears to be very rich.
Okay, yeah. Roll me perception. I like this. This is good.
Okay.
Rogues.
So you want me to roll perception?
Yep. Roll me a perception. Okay. So yeah, you look around. The people who are playing cards, there's a few guards with their helmets off. You know, they appear to be off duty, and they're playing with those like monster character cards that I was talking about. And they're playing against what appear to be, you know, just some regular, you know, just commoners. You know, nobody looks particularly wealthy that's playing cards over there. However, when you walk up, you do see a man eating a very large plate of food in some very nice purple robes, with a feather coming out of a very bright purple hat, and you recognize him as Raybart McCulloch, just chilling and drinking an ale in the market square.
Motherfucker.
He's chilling right here in the stool, actually.
Okay, and
he's got two Neverwinter guards in front of him as well.
Okay, and you say I don't know what this card game is, though, right?
You don't recognize it, no.
Can I do a perception check? Can I like watch the table and like get an understanding of the game?
Definitely.
I mean, I guess I don't want to like spoil what I'm doing too much, but I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to easily cheat at the game as well.
Okay, roll me an investigation.
Not investigation.
And I'm going to see how well you think you understand it. Then we'll go from there. Okay. So yeah, you walk over to the table and you watch for a few minutes, I think, to kind of get a feel for like how they're doing it. And there appears to only be about 4 cards of different varieties. There is a card that has a troll on it. There's a card that has a dragon on it. There's a card that has a giant on it. And there's a card that has an ogre on it. And they are playing the cards against each other in the order that they come up in their deck, essentially. And each deck is about 10 cards tall, and it's played face down, so it is random. And they are gambling on which card they think is going to beat which. And I think from what you saw, you can tell that Dragon has beat Troll, but Giant has beat Dragon. And then Ogre has beat Giant, whereas Troll has beat Ogre. And that's all you understand right now.
Okay, this is interesting. Let me think. Okay, I'm going to go up to Raybert and be like, hey, Raybert, you remember me?
Well, you do kind of smell familiar.
Well, I guess that's all that needs to be said. Let's just say I'm a little bit short on GP, and I was curious if you're a gambling man.
Oh, I have no need for gambling. I own casinos, son. It's not for me anymore. But I'll tell you what, I'll give you a coupon for the buffet at one of my taverns.
Well, I mean, that just sounds like the words of a scared man. Did you give it up because you lost too much money?
No, quite the opposite. Once you have all the money in the world, you got nothing left to gamble on.
Let me think this out. Can I do a persuasion check just to try to get him to gamble with me, or is he just too dead set?
Are you roleplay it? You know, how's he gonna persuade him?
Well, oh, this is so hard. I don't know. I don't even know if I can do this in roleplay. Maybe I shouldn't.
So, as your character is pondering how he's going to convince Raybert to gamble with him, Raybert's just kind of sitting there with a gold coin in between his knuckles, just kind of rolling it back and forth. Same exact thing he was doing at the tavern when you first met him. Not really paying a whole lot of attention to you or anything else. He's got both of his feet kicked up. Doesn't really seem to have a care in the world.
So what does interest you, money man?
Well, consistency, my friend, consistency. If I lose a single cart on my trade post, well, that'll bring down the consistency of my payouts. And if the consistency of my payouts gets lower, well, then I start to lose clients. That's really what's going to hurt my wallet in the long run. So, son, what I like is a good perfectionist. If I can find a good perfectionist, well, I'll pay him all the money in the world.
This is really hard. What do you mean by perfectionist? What are you looking for?
Someone who doesn't make any mistakes. Someone who knows exactly what I'm thinking before I think it. Judging by the long pauses, Sonny, I don't think you're my guy.
I just want a little bit of a gamble, but you know what? You're kind of pushing this a little hard, so I think I'm just gonna leave.
Roll me your persuasion, even though your roleplay was sore.
It's hard. It's insane.
Roll me with
It's okay.
Particularly impressive.
That's fair. That's fair.
That is
Alright.
fair, yeah.
So roll me again. We'll take the lower. I'm assuming it's going to be that one, but you never know. Oh, that's a bummer. Ain't it? Too bad. So...
Oh my god. Babe, your camera moved and it looks like you're just sitting on the ground in defeat.
I am sitting in
gonna-
defeat.
For a split second, he's going to look at you, and there's going to be like a bright little shine in his eye as he makes eye contact, and he's going to flick his 1 gold coin up into the air towards you. Are you going to catch it?
Yes, I will.
Are you going to let it fall on the ground?
I will attempt to grab it.
Okay. Yeah, roll me dexterity and see if you can snag it.
Come on, you got it. Come on, Joey. Come on, Jojo.
Yeah, it's not as clean as you might like. I think you go for the snatch and miss it at first, and it kind of like bumps off your elbow, but you do catch it inevitably. And you kind of make it look like you did it on purpose. But and Raybart's just gonna look at you and say, "How about this? First round's on me. Have fun gambling tonight, son. It's a festival after all." And he's gonna turn back and just start eating his food at a stool again.
Only 1,499 to go.
Let's go.
All right. Is everybody ready to move on? Or well, actually, Yosef, why have you called us all to the fountain?
I have a message. And to everyone that says, "Hey everyone, I'm dancing at a show. I think it'll be fun. Probably will go.
Sorry,
You should come and
whenever
get
it's my
to
turn,
meet
I'll
possible important people
so.
who'd like us to lick their feet. We could use that to get into high society. Come on, it'll all be a fun party."
Oh,
I think that was the most descriptive and informative thing that you've done.
Thank you.
I heard about this show earlier. Apparently, there's a very, very famous bard playing.
Oh
Super
yes,
famous.
I met
There's
him.
gonna
I'm dancing for him.
I remember his name is Zorcius.
Yes.
Are there going to be
He
people
is very
there
cool.
gambling?
I met a street rat with a magic necklace. He's going to the show as well. If we want to talk to him, we can.
All right,
Wait.
Towin, I want to give you your chance. Are you done in the market square as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I
so,
thank the woman kindly and head off because
Awesome.
I see the group gathering.
Yep. And then Yosef will inform all of you of the in song of the party / performance that is going on at the Daggerford Inn. And Farragrim, I think that are you in agreement? You're going to go to the Daggerford Inn as well. And I think you would also be aware that it's perfect for you because Sorcellers and Capsule is on the way. So, all right.
Wait.
Out of the inn.
Yeah, and oh, you know what? You got a nat 20 over here, Joey. When you did your investigation. So I want to give you just a few more tidbits about the bar area, just so you have some more information. There is a group of gnomes sitting over at the table over here. They're all wielding, they appear to be like some kind of gnome warrior clan that's traveling here. And they're sitting to the table that's directly next to Raybird, so you definitely would have seen them. And there are next to like the meat market area where they're serving all of the hot food. There are, some different butchers and stuff over there. And there are some pretty sickly, one more sickly than the other looking beggars that are just kind of chilling, waiting for people to come up to the trash can and eat their discarded food before they throw it away. And they're kind of hanging out. What else can we see over here with that nat 20? I just want to make sure we didn't miss any tidbits. I think that's it. It's a pretty sweet smelling bakery there too, I will say. Yeah, cool. And those are just some more things that are going on in Daggerford at this moment. If you guys want to re-explore later, I'm going to move you over to the next spot now. And it might mess with your zoom a little bit because this map is pretty large, so you guys might have to readjust. Yeah, so you walk north and loop around and walk down a set of stairs. Get zoomed in right. And you guys are in a secondary corridor deeper within the town of Daggerford. Off to your left over here, there is an armory, and there is also a there seems to be some sort of enchanter in this armory, just kind of doing his thing over here, because it is open air and you can see through the window there. And then Store Cellars Encapsulate Peregrine, as this building right here. But there are, a number of things going on in the street. It appears as though someone wielding a dagger is chasing a ragged-looking barefoot individual that Calathil, I think you would recognize as someone in duress once again. There is another bard standing in the middle of the road playing a pretty sappy song on the banjo. He's not that great, but he's giving it his all, that's for sure. Outside of Source Cellars Encapsulate, there's some kids just kind of playing around in the corridor, and there are two pretty stoutly dressed knights standing there, one of them with a badger at his side. Yeah, that's where you guys are at right now. As you guys proceed further down the corridor, I'll give you more information. But Max, you're going to Source Cellars because you want to buy potions. What are you looking for?
I'm gonna walk down there.
Okay.
Swoop. Pop in.
Cool. Yep, you pop in, and there's a bit of a line. There's a few people that are already up at the front desk, and they appear to be collecting the last of their ingredients. And as you look around, the shelves are just absolutely stuffed full of things. You can tell that they got a couple of fresh shipments in, probably because of the festival. And you guys arrived on the second day of the festival itself, so there's still quite a bit left in here. And the lady at the desk, you don't recognize her because you're used to a younger-looking, red-haired elf working the front counter. But it appears that there is a middle-aged human working the counter at this point in time. She's got wavy blonde hair and black eyes, completely black.
Oh, like one of those. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Is it my turn yet?
Yeah, there's no turns right now. But Tywin went, so you're technically up next. So yeah.
I mean, in the line, because you said there's people in line.
Oh yeah, it's your turn. They collected the rest of their stuff.
Okay.
I was just reiterating that it was there.
Hello. What's your name? I don't recognize you.
Oh, I just took over recently. I'm Rainy Deas Stormworn. Rainy Deas, Dayas, and it's not Stormworn. I'm sorry, it's Stonesworn.
Stonesworn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Miss Stonesworn, I'm looking for some potions for health.
Of course, we've got levels 1 through 3 here. Level 1s are just 10 GP apiece. which is 5 cheaper than the base price at the other place.
That's true. How's 8 sound?
Roll me persuasion.
I should have gone lower. Here we go. Fuck yeah.
That sounds good by me. Gold's gold. And she's just going to give you a potion.
Take one.
And you can go ahead and take 8 GP out of your inventory.
Well, all right. How much do those heal?
It is 2d4 plus 2.
Fuck yeah. That's all I can really afford, so I'm just gonna say thanks and head out.
Okay. Yep. You do that. Yeah, you walk out the door.
Where's my mouse? There it is.
All right. And then Tywin, what are we doing? Are we all are we just with the party at this point? Are we gonna head to the Daggerford Inn?
I wanted
The
to
show.
grab Joey.
Okay.
Grab him, but like kind of whisper to him as we're walking, because I see a little Pete running away, and I'm like, "Hey, you're a thief, right?"
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's what I need you to do. I take my holy symbol pendant off of the chain, and I hand him the chain, and I say, at some point, I need you to take the necklace that little raggedy boy has, and I want you to put my chain in his pocket in its place.
Okay.
Get cut.
Are we doing this for? Are we doing this for good reasons? Because sounds
It's a
pretty
magic
nefarious.
necklace, and he's a thief.
Okay, I mean that's fair.
Not good.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Okay. So yeah, you're gonna have to roll me for sleight of hand then.
Oh, we're doing this now. I see.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants to do it now while the guy's being chased.
I'll do it. I'll do it now.
Oh, okay.
Woo! Okay.
Oh.
Ready.
All right. So Joey Joannes, our clumsy rogue, in just like a burst of sudden dexterity, just like flies up. You make it seem as though you get really excited about these ropes over here. You're like, oh my god, these are some fantastic ropes. And you just make a beeline crossing through the path of our friend over here, Pete. And as you do so, you just kind of bump lightly into him, knocking him just a little bit off course. But you do successfully switch her holy symbol for the pendant in his pocket.
Not my symbol, just the chain.
Just the chain of your symbol, yeah.
Off and I put the symbol in my pocket.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, you do successfully do that.
Yeah.
And he continues running down the corridor after you do so.
Yeah, my character's got good dexterity. He's just got really bad intelligence, so he's kind of like bad at like thinking as a thief, but he's good at like executing as a thief.
But I think that as you run away from him and you like have the pendant in hand, you pass excuse me. Let's see if he's human or not. I forgot. Yes, you pass a human juggler. And he's like dressed up in jester's clothes. He's got a bunch of like green and purple and yellow. And he's juggling a bunch of scimitars right now. He's just chilling right here.
As one does.
All right.
Yeah, that's one does.
And we can break order now, guys, since we're getting a little bit better with like the role play, like with the team here. So, what's the party doing? How are we reacting to these situations?
Yeah.
Joey, what you gonna roll a perception check on what you got in your hand there?
Yeah. I would like that a little.
Cool. All right. So the 16. I think that I don't know that you've ever seen an enchanted item before, but there's definitely something special about this this pendant that you have in your hand here. As you hold it, you just like I'm trying to describe the emotion that you would be having right now. let's just say you feel like you could take on the heavyweight champ, but only
Cocaine.
if you had this thing with you.
Okay. Then I would like to bring it back to Calathil. I'd like to say, well, this is a very good magical item. I'm just letting you know now. I can just tell by holding it. I feel like that time where my poor cow fell over, Betsy. I think I told you about her before, and I had to lift her up myself.
You had mentioned Betsy as a cow.
But yeah, so
The head is a child, yeah?
yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
Okay. So as you're talking about your childhood cow, Betsy, I think that, like, you know, the nostalgia just makes you want to get closer to her. You know, like you've been away for so long, you know, I think you have a little bit of homesickness that goes through you. And you almost smell her a little bit. And as you go down to itch your forearms, you notice that you have some white and black patches of hair that seem to be growing out of your arm, but only for a moment. And as it look a little bit closer to see exactly what's going on, it recedes and it's back to your normal arm again.
My God.
Giga?
I think there's something really wrong with this. I'm gonna give this to you, Calathil, because this seems more up your wheelhouse. But I'm just letting you know now. If you sell
you
it, I would
tried
like
to say that, but all that comes out is ooh.
I would like to.
And as you hand it to her,
This is very
your
weird.
English speech returns.
Oh, what the hell's going on?
Calathil, you essentially and the rest of the party just witnessed Joey sort of turn into some weird humanoid cow creature and go from talking to mooing really intensely and then pass off a pennant to you.
Hey there, are you okay? Do you have something you need to say?
Well, you guys gotta be really careful with this pendant. I'm just throwing that out there. I think I just turned into a cow. Okay,
Investigation check.
Joey, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no, Joey!
Yeah, do not touch them.
Please turn into a cow. Oh no, that's a god save.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. Nothing happens.
Oh God. I'd just like to say, yeah, you just be careful with this Calathil, but if you sell it, I want half. Just let you know now, because I pulled up with some pretty slick moves.
Selling shit. I don't know what it does, but that was wild.
What if it's the half? What if the halfling realized what you did? Maybe you didn't.
Is it obvious that guy was a thief running away from a guard?
It would have been only to Calathil.
Okay. Can I
Sure.
do a perception check to see that?
Yeah, roll me perception.
Dang.
To you, it just looks like a peasant or a beggar running away with his meal for the day.
Alright. No comment on that situation.
Investigation check on the pendant, or whatever.
So the only
based on what just happened, if I know what the fuck
you can roll me an Arcana check on it, but all that's going to tell you is pass or fail. Yes, it's magical. No, it's not. So you can. I don't think that even with a history check, I don't think that you would know what this is.
I would
think
have to find someone more smarter at the magical.
Yes.
What it is. Okay. In that case, can I do a perception check to see if I think the halfling has realized what's going on?
For sure.
Perfect.
Absolutely. Okay. I'll give it to you with a 9 because he is looking pretty happy for himself. Actually, he's sitting there. He's still munching on that portion of a ration that you gave him. And after that successful getaway from the guard that was chasing him, he is holding like a fresh glass of ale in his hand too. So he's just kind of having fun stall hopping at the festival.
Right. I conceal the pendant in my rock pouch. Try to not touch it.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Conceal the pendant in my little pouch of rocks, and I try to not touch it.
Okay. Yeah. So, how are you gonna do that? What are you gonna use not to touch? You're just gonna like put it in your shirt, without touching skin to it, and like just drop it in the leather pouch.
Yeah,
Or...
like just in like my little hip pouch where I
Okay.
can the rocks.
Okay. Yeah, you do that.
I'm done. Anyone else?
As Talon's really excited by all the music and everything. Since gnomes are generally optimistic, high energy creatures. So maybe she's just like running forward and
Party.
excited.
Cool. Yeah, you run forward, and you notice the juggler that's chilling on the side there, doing his best to keep those scimitars from cutting him. He's just chilling right here behind you. You do see some really nicely made rope, I will say. Yosef went for it, or Joey went for it too. So there's definitely some decent fishing supply over here. There are a bunch of kind of shady looking swashbuckler characters standing next to it. One of them has a rugged looking hat that may or may not be a captain's hat, or might just be one of those situations where he wants to be a captain. But he's chilling over there too. Hold on a second, let me find. Oh, and yeah, you would also see our homeless friend over here eating on his ration. But I think that as an artificer, you would notice that you would have saw Farragut go in here. So store sellers and capsule is right there. They're going to carry like spell supplies, tools, sets, stuff like that. So anything that you're looking for in that category would be over there. Let's see here. What else is going on? I think as far as you can see a group of dwarves that appear to be in some sort of combat party, just chilling in the middle of the square over here. And you can smell soot, and you recognize it as the smoke from a blacksmith coming from the south.
As much as Darwin normally likes dwarves, I don't think she's going to be interested in getting into this fighting match.
Sure. Roll me a perception really quick, actually. Let's see if I can give you something because you're standing here.
5.
5? Okay. Well, no, you wouldn't notice it. But you do see someone selling paintings over here.
Where are they? Could you drop a...
Yeah, it's right here.
I'm not seeing this.
You seen it?
Oh, sorry, I'm panning the wrong way.
Okay. Yep, right over here.
Yeah, I think Talon would be interested in looking at the paintings.
Okay, yeah. You go over there. Roll me. You rolled a perception with a 5. Okay, so yeah, you go over there, and she is selling a bunch of what appear to be abstract paintings. They're in earth tones. You don't really recognize what they are. They appear to be some sort of humanoid, maybe, but they are a little bit more on the abstract side. And the color schemes that she uses are, a lot of pinks and maroons. A little bit of like a cream color as well. That seems to be the color palette that's chosen for most of these paintings. And like a 50-year-old woman with gray hair is standing at the counter, and she's actually balding, like in the front portion of her head. So it looks like the very front of her head is mostly shaved and very shiny. And she's pretty tall. She's about 6'2", actually. So way taller than you as a gnome.
So maybe she comes up. It's like, "Hi there."
She's gonna be like, "Well, hey there, big girl. What can I do for you?"
I'm just checking out these here paintings. What's your inspiration?
Life. Life is my inspiration. What you're seeing here, my oeuvre, my body of work, their body's all right.
There's bodies in them?
No. They are of bodies.
Hmm. Do you travel around?
No, it's not hard to find death in this world. I just come across it and set up my easel and go to town.
Oh, those kinds of bodies.
Yes, tiefling bodies, lizard folk. I don't discriminate. Everyone's dead. Eventually.
It's true. Very true.
Do you want one of her paintings of death?
With like a million gold pieces.
Are all the canvases bound, or are some of them loose?
No, they're all bound, tanned and bound.
Oh, well, I think I'm in the search for something that I could carry easily. I don't think that I could easily take something that was bound.
Oh, I've got little pop lockets too. And she's gonna pull out a little locket and open it up, and there's just a severed finger inside the locket.
Joseph,
This one would suit you well. It's a gnome finger.
A gnome finger?
That's right. I found it in the riverbed a few weeks back. Looks like some sort of troll wandered in there, killed a couple of them.
A troll?
Yeah, a river troll. Roll me an insight.
One.
Oh, was it a nat one?
Yeah.
Okay. She seems like the sweetest person of all time. And you can tell that she's being 100% genuine with you.
She's just really interested in bodies.
Yeah, she's just got a love for death. I think beyond anything that you've seen before. But it is an artistry nonetheless.
It's so
you
fucking
know,
funny.
and I think you find yourself
hilarious.
enamored in her pendant at the very least.
Well, this is quite the memento mori. I see that your interest in death really fuels your love for life.
That's right. That's right. And when I go home at night and do my stick and pokes, I think about the body of work that I'll work on the next day.
Stick and pokes on you or the bodies?
A little here, a little there.
Well, your paintings are quite interesting, and I love that you endowed them with such a bright color.
Thank you, thank you. If you ever want to watch me work sometime, I'd be happy to show you what I do.
Maybe you'll paint me someday.
Yeah, maybe. You'd be quite the addition to my creative process.
I think Talon's gonna leave this now.
Okay. I think that's probably a good idea. Yep, so you leave, and she's just gonna keep, like looking into the wind, blank stare, just wait for the next person to come up to her stall.
I want to go in the armory if no one has anything they want to do.
Okay. Yep, so the armory is up over here, if you guys are going to do a blacksmith.
That's it?
I'm sorry, it's this building down here.
What was that building?
Which building?
Up top.
Oh, so this is more of like an enchanting store.
That's what I wanted.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it is armor. It's not like heavy armor. It's like leather armors and stuff like that. But yes.
I wanted to see if these people enchant on armor.
I can't hear you. What did you say?
I wanted to see if these were the kind of people who would maybe enchant the armor I already have.
Okay. You can talk to the there. Okay, so there's a guy over in this corner of the room when you walk in. And he is like waving his hands over different pieces of leather and stuff, and he appears to be like in the act of enchanting himself. Right over here, you see a locked door with a sign above it that says fitting room. And then the actual shopkeeper is over here behind the counter. You're welcome to talk to any of those.
I don't want to bother the person who is in the middle of this store right now.
Okay.
So I would go to the shopkeep and I would say, "Hello, I am looking to get some armor enchanted. Perchance do you do that here?"
Yes, this is the Enchanting Guild, no less. What can I do for you? What would you like enchanted, and what kind of enchantment would you like?
Well, I have this scale mail. It's kind of a lighter armor. I like it. It's a little lizard scale. So I'm not looking for new armor, but I am a healer and I would like to not die.
It's important.
Needing to, maybe just strengthen armor or make it lighter.
Certainly. If you can bring me some mithril, 1,000 gold pieces, and a dragon's toenail, or sorry, a dragon's claw, I would be happy to put that together for you.
Okay, and what do you have on clearance?
Well, I do have a table for that. Let's see here.
You really do?
Yeah.
I'm a sales girl, you know. I can't say no to a sale.
All right, let's see what she's got on sale. I gotta roll a D1 here. Well, so she has spell scrolls on sale, 3rd level spell scrolls, and they are currently only 25 GP.
We're broke, guys.
It's rich for my blood. I will go steal some Batcave and I will see you later, perhaps.
Okay,
We are 4.
that's what it feels like to be level 1.
I am a woman of Salune. I do not carry such a purse, but thank you so much for your time.
Okay, roll me persuasion.
Persuasion.
I'll see if you can talk her down a little bit.
Lost my character sheet somehow. Hold on. Oh, I got zoomed in on the actual one. Though. That was before.
Persuasion, not perception.
Persuasion.
Hey. Okay.
Baby.
Okay. She will give you 1 3rd level spell scroll because she likes you for 10 GP.
Oh, you are so sweet, but I only have 2. But I very much appreciate the offer, and I will be back to see you soon.
That's okay. We understand it's a bit pricey sometimes, but we'll see you soon. You just need a little bit more experience, that's all.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I do it at 13.
Okay. I got my roll 20 froze. I gotta wait a second. Okay, it's back on. All right, cool. Who else wants to do something? Anyone else shopping? Do we want to continue on to the parlor?
Joey's pretty good.
Let's go to the show.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the show.
Cool. So the entrance, you guys will have to go all the way to the bottom over here.
Oh, yeah, I've done this.
I'm stuck in this shop. I'm sorry.
Hey, how do I get rid of these like circles that keep popping up?
What circles?
Like I click on my token, and I can't turn my character because these things are in the way. It's got like an 8 above it.
Oh, you have to zoom out with the map tool to get those to move out of the way.
Got it. All right.
Yeah, continuing down here. Bard, you're definitely gonna notice the juggling guy as you walk down there. Yosef, let's see. Yosef, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw, actually. Okay. So Yosef, for whatever reason, you have this weird urge to go south of Daggerford and visit a historic monument that overlooks a pristine forest from the edge of a plateau. And you don't know why. But you can see this place in your mind, and you're almost willed to it. It's the strangest thing.
Can you describe that again?
Yes. So Yosef feels willed to take a small vacation outside of Daggerford to the south to a pristine plateau that is known for having an ancient monument on it. It's about 2 miles south of the town of Daggerford.
It's terrible.
And I feel to do that now, or just
you just have this weird urge. Yeah, you don't feel like you need to do it now, but you do feel that all of a sudden, like, this has become a passion of yours. You know, like, it's for some reason you need to explore this place. You've seen it in your mind, and you must go there now.
All right. I will keep that in mind.
Cool. Sure. So I think at this point, it's more like a what am I trying to say here? It's like you just got your first crush on someone you met for the first time. You know, it's just like this like yearning, but it's like it's this fun thing in your head right now. Like you're excited for the show tonight, but you know that like your end goal is like, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna see this cliff later too.
Dude, I'm gonna celebrate an amazing show with this fucking awesome monument, and I'm gonna go and just bust a nut there, you know.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
But if you guys continue down the road
As
in
one does.
this direction,
As one does.
This map is pretty huge, so I apologize. But yeah,
Come on, my little friend.
Yep, and then to the right, you guys see that there is a brick and mortar blacksmith right here, and a pretty high level looking adventure party out front. One of them has a dire tiger.
A goddamn tiger.
Dick.
A dire tiger.
Can I pet
Also
your
an extra big, extra mean tiger.
That's
That's
what I
right.
was about to just say that, dude. I pet your tiger.
Yeah, it doesn't really look nice.
all taken care of?
Yeah, it looks very well groomed. And it's chilling next to a pretty big orc looking warrior. And they seem to be pretty hard chilling.
Wait. Can I cast Speak with Animals to talk to this thing?
Sure.
Alright, cool. I do that then.
Okay, cool. What are you gonna say?
Hey, little buddy, are you okay? Is this man treating you right? Are you safe?
Safe. Oh, I've never been fed better than this. This man here, he's my best friend. And little, why, you're so little, I could fit you in my mouth in just one bite.
My fucking heart.
Say there, friend, that's a soft-looking shirt you got there. Sure would feel good underneath my toe beans. Ooh, and he's gonna put his paw on your shoulder and slowly, like exact his claws, and like you feel them scratching your back a little bit as they retract, and he puts his hand or his paw back on the ground.
Alright, I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on that thing.
Oh boy.
John.
How do you hideous laugh at the tiger?
Dude, this thing fucking threatens me.
Okay, what are you saying to him? Roleplay it. He definitely failed.
I'll show you what little is. I'll show you just how funny I can be.
We're all gonna die.
Actually, you do that to him, and he all of a sudden shrinks below you, laying down on the ground, flipping over onto his back and showing you his belly as he just fully stretches out from tip to tail. And he lets out a meow, and that's it. But he looks pretty submissive towards you at this point.
Rub the belly.
And I think his orc master looks over at him and is just like, well, this is the chillest I've seen you in a long time. And just starts giving him little Billy scritches.
What a good tiger. What a good lad. Making you laugh would make me sad.
Yeah, and roll me for damage.
Alright. I did roll it. It doesn't do damage, I don't think.
Okay, well, yeah, then he just backs down.
I think it just incapacitates them.
Yeah, so he's definitely incapacitated. He's like total cuddle mode.
Yeah, so guys, I wasn't gonna hurt it. I was just gonna show it who's boss.
Yeah, he feels bossed around.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So over here is in the direction of the inn still. And the front door of the inn's like just up the stairs over here.
All right. I'm happy the tiger is being well fed though. You know, I wanted
Oh
to make
yeah,
sure he was safe.
he's looking good. He's looking.
Yeah,
I think that So the animal handling dynamic for D&D, pretty much like, I don't know. There's no animal abuse going on. You have to take really good care of your familiars. You got to take really good care. You have to roll really high to make animals your friend in the first place.
Yeah, you have to befriend them, basically.
Yeah, like beastmasters are pretty hardcore.
All right. Well.
Sweet. So yeah, you guys should be able to walk inside of the bar over here.
Yeah, if he wasn't enjoying life, I was going to like pitch to everyone to save him, to free him, and take him as ours.
Fuck no. Did you miss the part where he said high-level adventuring party? Also, they have a tiger the size of like a fucking polar bear.
No, I'm speaking to this thing and asking it to come along as a companion, not as a like minion. Different, you know. I think. I don't know. He can say no. He could just go away after we free him. Anyways, I go off to the inn.
All right.
Also, do I lose both my spell slots, right?
Yes.
All right.
You have
Okay.
Today, so you'll have to get a full rest off.
Alright guys, I'm useless again. What's up? That's everything I got.
To be honest, it feels about the same.
All my things are roleplay anyway. OOC, so.
Sweet. So yeah, it's about 6 p.m. And you make it to the Daggerford Inn. Yosef, when you walk in, there is a stage area up here that's got a pretty ornate chair. And sitting on that chair is your friend Zorcius, and he's got his mandolin or his guitar with him. And right next to him, there is also another different juggler. And he looks at you and is like, "Yosef, you made it! Thank God! This juggler sucks."
Zorcius, how do you do? Is everything going with you, or going good with you?
Everything's perfect, my boy. Are you ready for the show?
Oh, I'm more than ready. I'm gonna put on quite a jig.
Heck yeah. All right. So he's going to start like tuning up his guitar and stuff. The bar is still like, loud and chattering. The show's not supposed to start for another like minute or so. So you guys are more than welcome to grab a drink from the bar and whatnot. If you choose to do so. You can also, if you want to take a look around, there looks to be just, your average commoners, sitting around. Your bartenders are standing over here. There's a cook. They have some food back there. There's also an outdoor patio area to the right over here if any of the characters are, sensitive to COVID-19 regulations in the game.
I would like to ask Zorcius if I can practice with him so that we like have a routine together before the show starts, so we're not just like winging it.
I think that sounds like a great idea. So he's gonna just pull his guitar out and say, well, this is a classical scale, and start playing.
I don't know how to roleplay that.
Start dancing, my boy.
Alright.
Warm up your body, Yosef.
That's just
Cool. Yeah, I love it. Mhm.
you know.
So yeah, you just start breaking down, and he's just already into it and starts playing. And roll me for performance,
Let's go.
and do it with
Fuck.
advantage. You
With
have
advantage.
advantage. You have advantage.
All right, I'll just do it one more time then.
That's a lot better.
What are the odds? Okay, cool. Yeah. So
Go.
you start dancing perfectly synced up to his guitar playing as he stands up from his chair and starts to move his feet around with your jig. Even the juggler is getting in on the action, who originally wasn't that great. His balls are now in synchronicity with the song that you're playing. The entire bar has gone silent, and everyone is watching in awe as you guys commit fully to your performance. Go ahead and take an inspiration point.
Let's go. All right.
And you your performance is still ongoing. It goes on for about 3 minutes total, and when it finishes, Zorcius is going to shake your hand and say, "Sonny, I just want to let you know that I am the guild master of the dripping mug. We're the Bard Society in town, and you're in, son. You're in.
Let's fucking go. Thank you, lad.
If you want to perform here next week, well, I'll pay you 10 GP each performance." And he's going to give you a sack of 10 GP.
Ayo.
Hey, let's go. Hell yeah.
But there is a tax for the room, and he's going to take 1 GP back, so you only have
That's
10.
okay. Okay, that's okay.
It's an expensive room.
Mhm.
Well, it's room and board.
Well, that sounds like quite the deal to me. Especially if I can get such meals as these.
Awesome, yeah. So yeah, you're walking
Good deal,
around, and you finish your first performance with him, and one of the bartenders comes up with a plate that's got like some snacks on it, some chips, some different pickled vegetables, and also just a couple of drinks, some glasses of wine, some whiskey, that kind of thing. You can take whatever you want.
I take some crackers and some wine, and then I find a chair to sit down, and just kind of like eat them.
Yep, you're considered a guest of honor at this establishment, so you're more than welcome to sit with any of the tables over here. A couple of them have noblemen at them. There's 2 empty chairs over there.
All right. Which ones have the noblemen?
The noblemen are sitting at this one over here.
All right. I definitely take a seat with them. Is it controller shift I hit to put it wherever?
Oh, it's Alt.
Got it. Okay. There you go. Sit with them.
Sweet. Awesome. Yeah. So you're sitting over there, and I think as you sit down, the nobleman recognizes you from your performance and gives you a fat high five before you sit down and says, "Welcome, welcome." Then he waves to the waitress, who comes over and just sets drinks and food and all kinds of shit in front of you.
That's fucking awesome. I just start, palling
Okay.
around.
How does the party react after the performance is over?
Caridia is acting like a proud mom. Like, I knew you could do it! I always believed in you, Yosef!
Let's go.
Cowan is still dancing a little
Applauding.
gnome
Heck yeah.
jig.
Okay, a supportive party. I like it. All right, nothing bad happens. Good for you guys.
Get off the stage!
That was
Cool. So yeah, you are. Yosef, you are now officially a part of the guild called the Dripping Mug.
The dripping mug. Alrighty.
Sweet. And Tawin, from where you're at, actually, I think that you noticed that there's only one group of people sitting out on the patio. And while everyone in the bar is hopping around and having a great time and dancing to the music and enjoying the festival culture, they appear to be kind of intense, sour-faced and secretive, sitting over there.
Maybe Cowan sneaks around and kind of peers out at them, but doesn't quite go to meet them.
Okay. Roll me perception.
5.
Okay. They are elves. Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep.
I think since Tywin's impulsive, she's just gonna decide to go join them anyways.
Okay.
Why not?
All right. Yeah. You walk out there, and when you come out the door, they're kind of speaking in like a low whisper, like a rasp at first, and they stop as soon as you walk outside. And one of them just kind of turns around in the chair and like looks at you from the side of his eye, and then turns back around and goes back to just kind of like whispering quietly to the party.
I'm gonna say Tywin decides to take a seat at a nearby table.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. And as you sit at the table alone, the same elf that looked at you side-eyed turns to you and says, "Don't sit alone over there. We'd be happy to host you at our table here," and just pulls a chair out from the table and asks you to join.
Wonderful. I'd love to join.
We hadn't gotten drinks yet. I apologize. We have a guest, people, and the elves that originally looked kind of sour take their chairs again, and kind of the mood improves slightly as they flag down one of the waitresses and get a couple of drinks served. What do you drink?
Too much.
I like a good gnome drinker. I've heard a lot about your kind and, big stomachs. That's what I've been told. What can we do for you? What brings you to Daggerford?
I'm here with a group of travelers. Have some business in town, but just seeing.
Okay.
Just seeing where the group goes.
Absolutely. Well, welcome again. And she reaches out to shake your hand, and as she does so, she knocks one of the mugs over and spills it all over the place, including on herself. She just freaks out for a second and starts wiping it up. And then she says a silent prayer to herself, which you don't exactly catch, but you can tell that she folds her hand and says the prayer no matter what. And she said, "Look, if you're going to be in town for a little while, you wouldn't mind maybe doing me a favor or two, would you?"
What favor is it?
Well, I'm here to, let's just say, take a look at the local clergy members and get a good feel for the monasteries and temples around here.
Well, I don't know too much about the clergies here since I'm new to town.
Well, it's not all the clergies per se, just one of them. I was wondering if you could go to Shantaea's shrine and just talk to the priestess there and tell me what you think. Unfortunately, because I'm an elf, we're not allowed in.
I see.
You want to roll me an insight check? See if she's being straight with you?
Sure. 6.
6. Okay. She feels pretty trustworthy. She's been nice to you. She got you some drinks. Pulled you a chair.
But I also didn't take the drinks.
That's right, you didn't.
Tywin doesn't take the drinks from these people.
Okay.
And is, even knowing that these people might be trustworthy, also has her own agenda going on.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to have to see how my group feels about me taking off.
Oh, the more the merrier. We can use all the help we can get.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. If you guys want to, I don't know, maybe attend a service or something, just give me a decent review. That's all we ask.
Perhaps. Will you be here the rest of the night?
I'll be here for the week, actually. I'll be participating in the bake-off tomorrow.
The bake-off? Do you make cornbread?
I don't make cornbread. We're elves. We don't make cornbread.
Oh, what kind of stuff do you make?
We have a limbus recipe that we'll be performing tomorrow. It takes about 6 hours to prepare, so we'll have to get the dough ready this evening.
That sounds intriguing. Well, I can see that you're going to be really busy with your dough, or else you would go to the service yourself.
Well, that and like I said, we're elves. They won't let us in.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, we can't change 1,000 years of racism, can we?
Whoa, I guess not.
So yeah, Sue, so you can write something down from this interaction. Shantaea's shrine is a location in Daggerford, and she did drop that.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So I don't know that Yosef is also wanting to go to a shrine.
Yosef is wanting to go to a plateau that has like a historic monument at it. It's not necessarily a shrine.
Okay.
Not only do I want it, I crave it within my soul.
Yeah, he knows that he needs to, and he's gonna have to head there this evening. Like he knows that it has to happen.
So I think there might be potential going to the shrine, so I might go back and try to persuade the group to go to this.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, Joey, you are at the bar. Bartender's going to walk up to you and ask you what he can get you.
I was hoping for just a nice pint of beer, but before I say anything, before we talk about pricing, so I say I'm with that Yosef guy, and I heard he's a guest of honor. And I was wondering if I could just get one on the house.
Oh, of course, you're with the musicians. Yes, no, you'll be taken care of. No worries. And he just slides one across the bar at you.
Well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. And let me know if you want something a little bit stronger. And he just pinches one of his nostrils closed, flicks his finger out at you.
Well, I'm not sure what that means, sir, but yes, I do want one that's a little bit stronger, too.
Okay. He's going to put some purple powder out onto the top of the bar, and he's going to put a stainless steel straw right in front of you.
Please.
Well, now I'm properly confused, but you know what? We only live once. I do it.
Okay, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Just do arcane.
He did the cocaine.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So yeah, you do that, and you look down at your fingertips, and for a split second, your fingers get stuck together, almost like they're becoming a single limb, and then nothing else happens except for you let out a little, and that's it.
So
and yeah, it felt good. You feel pretty hyped up afterwards, but you didn't have any extreme reactions or anything like that.
Okay.
And he just looks at you and he's like, "Wow, son, you can really hold your powder down."
Well, I was raised on a farm, so.
I guess that's true, but it's like a sneeze. You better be careful. You gotta let it out eventually.
I once again don't know what that means, but I look forward to it, sir. And I want to take in my beer.
I love the ignorant farm boy mentality we have going on here.
Love it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you got a little bit of purple dust on your nostril, but yeah, you walk away with the free beer.
Oh, can I also look around to see if anyone's gambling?
Okay. In this bar, in the inn, I don't think that you see any gambling. There is some sort of feast that looks half wrapped up over here. There's a couple of not necessarily super wealthy people, but almost merchant looking characters sitting at the table over here. And then you notice that Yosef is sitting over here with the nobles.
Okay, I'll take my beer and go over to sit by Yosef.
Okay, yeah.
Joey is
right there.
Joey as a farm boy is riddled now with the fact that he just not realizing how poor he is and how much money he wants to get.
Wait. Yosef, I see him walking up and I message him. And I'm like, "Hey, you farm boy, get the hell out of here. You're gonna ruin what I've built up with these guys. I need you to play this cool."
Yeah, you do that. Joey, yeah, as you sit down, you don't really get much of a warm welcome from the nobles that are next to you. And in fact, one of the bar hands comes up to you and says, Excuse me, sir. This is the VIP lounge. You have to have a pass or be a performer to sit up here. I'm sorry.
Wow,
And she's gonna kind of usher you back towards the stairs a little bit.
I try to save you that embarrassment.
Wow, that's quite rude. Okay, fine. I'll just go sit by myself at one of these tables.
She's just gonna be like, "Thank you so much for understanding," and then she's gonna like immediately go back to a grimace on her face as she goes back to serve the nobles.
Service voice.
Man, I tried to message Joey to stop him from that embarrassment.
I do like a perception check if I saw where Tawin went. I just looked.
Yeah, absolutely. $16? Okay. Yeah, you noticed her walk out onto the balcony out here.
Can I follow at a distance?
Absolutely. Roll me for stealth. Okay. Yeah, I think you just kind of creep up over here and you're just chilling over by the casks, just kind of acting natural. But you can hear them discussing, with your perception, I think you could hear them discussing something about a church service. And as a cleric, I think that probably piques your interest a little bit.
Yeah, can I do maybe an insight or a religion check so I can tell what faith I think they follow?
Yes, absolutely. Roll me religion.
I have proficiency. I don't know what that means. Right.
You add your proficiency bonus to that roll.
So it's not good. 9 plus 11.
9 plus what?
So 11.
11 total. Okay. Let's see here.
So like to take my fucking blue soap with
Yeah. I think that with an 11, I think you recognize the robes. And the church that they go to, you recognize the robes, but you don't know the god, but you know that it is a chaotic good deity. So it's not in alignment with you particularly, but it's not necessarily evil either.
Selune is chaotic good.
Can you put your mic a little closer? I'm sorry.
Sorry. Selune is chaotic good. I'm chaotic good.
Oh, she is chaotic good? Okay, cool then. So if Selune is chaotic good, then you would recognize this goddess. This is all right, I don't know how to pronounce this. Corellin Larethian is this elven goddess, and they appear to be practitioners, judging by the way that they are dressed.
That?
And excuse me.
Could you spell it? Sorry.
Yes, Corellon Larethian. And is the god of elves, magic, music, arts, crafts, war, poetry, bards, and warriors. So yeah, you'd be familiar. They're like the Lutherans to your Catholic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, that's. I would make a big show of coming out like, oh, Tawin, there you are, my friend.
Okay, yeah. Calathil's just gonna like burst onto the deck.
Like I'm eavesdropping. I want to be like, oh, shit, there's my friend.
Okay, yeah. Roll me performance. Let's see how well you play it off.
That's not performance. Sorry.
Yeah, you burst out there, and everyone just like abruptly stares at you, looking like really confused for a split second. Like you kind of frighten them, like you startled them slightly.
My apologies. I didn't mean to frighten you. I'm excited to find my friend.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Apologies, I did not mean to startle you. I was just looking for my friend.
All right, Tawin.
Tawin is very excited to see Calathil, and immediately introduces her to everyone at the table.
Okay. Yeah. So you have met the main practitioner. Her name is Gilmy Gadilinian, and she is a wood elf. You recognize her as a wood elf. But she's got cropped, curled brown hair and brown eyes and soft copper skin.
Esther, I love your eyes. They are beautiful.
She's like, she bows low and she thanks you. And she says, thank you, thank you. Is this one of the party members that you spoke so highly of? And looks at you, Talwyn.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. Talwyn was telling me you guys might be willing to check out one of the local clergy for me. As you know, wood elves are not allowed inside human establishments.
It's quite unfortunate the way certain races.
Indeed, indeed. But we are merely here to write our review for the journal. That is all.
Journal, you are authors?
Yes, something like that.
Can I do an insight check?
Absolutely. Okay. So you, once you walk out there and get a better look at them and like the way that they're dressed and the way that they're greeting you, she was initially improper during her prayer, and she was improper about the way that she greeted you when she did her bow, almost as though she didn't know exactly what she was doing. And you can tell by the tone of her voice that she's maybe leading you on a little bit. Is your mic on?
No, I was talking to myself.
Oh, cool.
I just said, okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I make a mental note of that. And I say, Gilmy, was it?
That's right, Gilby.
Where did you say you were from?
Oh, well, we originally come from Neverwinter. We lived there for the past 100 or so years.
Your family?
Hang on, I have her family list here. Or her.
Oh no, I just meant, is your family from Neverwinter, or is that just where your little group has been?
That's just where our church has resided for the past couple hundred years. That's all. We're all originally from the source.
Sorry, I am only a half elf. I'm a little dry on my history.
Of course, the source of all being, the source of light, of music, of power. You know, the light that is God. And she kind of smiles at you. And
that would be Coraline?
Yes. You know that Coraline is not the god of light.
Yeah, I know
she
it's
just said
way,
it was.
actually, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I make a note of that. I make a note to tell Tawin later, too.
Okay.
I say, oh, yes, Coraline is a great god.
Yes, and she bows to you again, very randomly, very awkwardly.
So no need to be so formal. We are just enjoying some drinks, right? Just friends.
Of course. And she nervously beckons another bar hand to come over and get more drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm keeping my eyes on this girl.
Okay. All right. Farragrim, what are we doing? We haven't heard from you in a second. Mike? Yeah, put your mic on.
I was just drinking.
Okay. So the beers for the party are on the house tonight because of the performance. The bartender's gonna put one down on there for you. Let's see here. Yeah, your passive perception's only a 9, unfortunately. What would Farragrim notice?
It's in a lot of taverns growing up.
Yeah, that's fair. And you're very familiar with this one too. So yeah, I think you see the half feast going on over here. And you see Yosef up there chilling with the nobles where you've never set foot, even though you've lived here your entire life.
Yeah. Might be a little salty about that.
Okay.
Wisdom save?
Nope.
I'm joking. Constitution.
I
Oh, the music keeps telling me.
can't really think of anything to do. I think she's just gonna be hanging out. This is some turf. Feels very comfortable. Just gonna be kicking it at this table.
For sure.
Talking to this guy. Who's this?
This guy here, sitting at a table, it is actually a very, very old woman. And she is like hunched over the table, and she's holding her drink in her hand, and it's just like shaking as she rocks herself back and forth, mumbling to herself.
I'm gonna sit over here. What's this guy doing?
This guy just appears to be your normal commoner. He's just chilling. He's got a regular shirt, pair of pants. Looks like a working man, and he's just hanging out, drinking his ale. And he sits down and he says, "Hi ho, stranger! You look like you're from around here."
Yeah, born and raised. Hell of a show tonight, eh?
Oh, this is one of the best ones I've seen. Zorcius always puts on a good show, but man, that dancer was killing it.
Yeah, that's my bud Yosef. Just met him a week ago or so.
He's a friend of yours? Why, he's gonna be famous, that one.
Hope so. Maybe I can ride his coattails.
That's funny. Say, challenge me to a game of darts.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
All right, cool. You're just rolling dexterities, and we'll do it in little matches of 3. So he's gonna do his first throw. He rolled a 6. Yeah, cool. So you get 1 point then. And then he's gonna go for his second throw. He rolled a 9. Sweet. You got your second one on. He's got nothing. And he's gonna roll his third one. It's gonna be a 6 again.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah, you cleaned him out immediately. Say there, man, you're good at this. Let's say we put some money down this time.
no, that's all right. My gambling days are behind me.
That's all right. I understand. I wouldn't push a friend of that genius breakdancer over there.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, but
All right.
do you think I could maybe ask you a favor?
Sure.
Well,
Guess.
you see,
I guess.
I'm trying to propose to that there dame over there. And he looks and he points over to this table.
Yeah.
And he says, but I bought the ring and, well, a pickpocket stole it from me in the marketplace yesterday. But I tracked him down to a local bandit camp outside of town. Well, I'm just not skilled enough to get it myself. But I wondered if, well, someone as experienced as yourself would be able to get it for me.
Is this the same bandit camp that the other guy told me about earlier?
I don't know.
He said it was north, I think.
Mm-hmm. You can ask this guy where this one is, should you agree.
Can I ask him before I agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
This bandit encampment, is it north or south of town?
It's north, actually. I tracked them all the way there. It's hidden. We originally thought that it was on the south side or the east side of the road, but I found it on the west.
I pull out that map that I have familiar and put it down. And
Okay.
Tell him to mark where it actually is instead of where the other guy marked it where he thought it was.
Yep. He is going to put a mark on the opposite side of the path where the other guy had marked. And it's a little further up the road than the other guy had marked as well. He's like, I think it's somewhere in this area. That's where that's where the bear disappeared into the bushes.
All right. Well, I do agree. What should I say? It just so happens I might be running another errand there later anyway, so I'll take you up.
Thank you. I don't have much, but I'll reward you with what I have.
We'll see. We'll see if I can come back with anything first.
I'll see if you come back at all.
What was that?
Nothing. You're an experienced adventurer.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely think he's intimidated by you, considering you're wearing armor and he's not.
Well, I'm gonna walk away say thanks and walk away, and then I'm gonna go tell Joey and mention to him about the whole thing. How I heard about there's abandoned camp up north, and 2 different people have items. There's 2 separate fetch quests riding on this bandit camp now, and that stuff.
Okay.
Just to make
Yeah.
it
So
forward.
second time somebody mentioned the same bandit camp to you.
Mhm.
Well, it's mighty interesting. That's something I'd definitely be interested in doing.
I know how you like to steal.
Okay. Well, yeah. So then you and Farragrim, Joey and Farragrim are going to start discussing plans then for this bandit camp, since you guys have a map to it now. Farragrim, might not be a bad idea to mention that little bear tidbit.
Oh, right. Oh yeah, right. Hold on, I'm looking at my notes. I didn't write very much.
Cool. And Calathil and Towin, are you both still out on the like the little terrace there, or are you guys inside now? Because I know you guys have like something that you could be doing as well. Yosef, you don't even have to use your card that you got earlier because your performance was so goddamn good. You can just get free drinks now. Let's see here.
I think unless Towin has anything else she'd like to talk to them about, I'm like, oh, we should really get back to our other friends. But if we end up in that area, we'll be sure to let you know. We'll contact you.
Sounds
I'm gonna
good.
say
And I do an actual good, like formal goodbye, like an elvish goodbye,
Okay, cool.
to kind of one up Yomi.
Performance check? Question mark.
I'm gonna say
No need.
Towin's all about fun times, but isn't excited about drinks being spilled on her. So she's excited to go back in.
Cool. I will say that she didn't spill on you. She spilled on herself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you can go back in then. Yosef, I think that the nobleman beside you is absolutely just chattering away. And he is talking about, plans that he has later this evening. Him and his wife, for whatever reason, had a sudden urge to go see the monument of Morwen, which is on the plateau outside the outskirts of the town this evening. They just want to go get some fresh air, and they invite you. They're going to bring some wine.
Oh, well, that's crazy. I have the same desire to go see that monument. I have the same want for that date.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. On my way here, all of a sudden, we just needed to go.
Well, let's do it. Let's go. I have an anchor and I can't say no.
Okay.
Good RP.
So he is going to kind of show you where the monument is on your map, so that you know, since you've never been to Daggerford before. And it is to the north of the town. It is not nearly as well. You wouldn't know that because you're not with them. So yeah, he just marks it on your map where the monument is, and he's like, "We'll probably be there around 8 if you want to meet us there in a couple hours."
And all right.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it right now?
In game, it's probably about 7 or like 6:30ish. So it's like an hour and a half before you have to meet him there.
As soon as I'm done here, I'll meet you there. I won't be square because I'll be around.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate you.
I get it. Around. Ha. All right.
Everyone's just shaking their head. Everyone's just like, no.
It's
I
funny,
refuse
dude.
to let that enter my brain.
So,
It's
as
funny.
you have your conversation, the nobleman and his wife are going to get up and pay their bill, and then they are going to start making their way out of the tavern to go on their way for the evening. And when they leave, you notice that as soon as they walk out the door, they just immediately, like full sprint, start running like as fast as they can.
I wonder where they gotta go. It looks like they want it more than do. I don't know where I'm going there.
Okay.
I don't even comment on it. I just go, that's fuck crazy. I don't even comment. That's wild.
Okay. So
Too high.
roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. This sounds fucking scary, dude.
Okay. So, the feeling of needing to go to the plateau kind of subsides off of you. When you see them go into like a full sprinting motion, you realize that, hey, that was really fucking weird, you know? And you start to have second thoughts about your random sudden urge to go towards this place. But for whatever reason, you just cannot seem to get juggling out of your head. You just want to pick the first thing up that you see in front of you, which I think happens to be a bunch of full mugs, and just start juggling them. Roll me for performance.
Okay. Let's do that.
Jesus
So,
fucking Christ.
just like your breakdancing, your juggling routine is so good, it puts our poor juggler over here to absolute shame as you take 3 full mugs of ale, launch them into the air. They do several flips apiece, and you catch them without losing a drop.
Let's go.
And you
Put
get
this man out of a job.
and you get a solid applause from the remaining nobles in the VIP lounge around you as well.
I am a one-man show, dude. What's good?
Absolutely. But yeah, no longer the urge to head to the plateau anymore. In fact, you see Joey and Faragrim over here poring over something, and Calathil and Talwyn are over here talking to each other as well.
Well, I start moving over. I want to see what these guys are talking about. You know, I've had all the. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for coming around. I've had a great time messing around. Thank you for the show. Now I must go. And I go over here. I want to see what these guys are talking about.
As you dismount the stage and walk down the 4 stairs to the level of the normal individuals, all the nobles get up in their seats and clap as you descend.
A standing ovation.
One of the best performances they've seen in a long time. And I think that you look over and you see Zorsky is also
pretty
clapping
damn
for
good.
Let's fucking go, dude.
Okay, so you're now over at Yosef and stuff. I'm gonna go grab a beer really quick, guys, since we're about to hit that
Can we take a
3-hour mark.
break?
So.
Yeah, I'm looking to drink, dude.
Yeah, let's take a 5 to 10 minute right now, guys.
Take
That's
5.
like a good place to stop.
All right.
Just curious, how long are we going for tonight?
Wow, I muted myself. Sorry. I was gonna go until like 8:39. Does that work for you?
Yeah, it's like normally right when I'm going to sleep. It'll be good.
All right, cool. And that's why I wanted to start earlier so we can get a full 4 hours. And we're gonna add Joe to the session starting next week. So I wanted to get a good feel for like how long it was gonna take us to get through role play encounters. But we're getting faster, so it's working really well.
Okay.
Cool. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink.
First one back. Let's go. Oh, man. I got insanely lucky, dude. That's fucking crazy.
Hello.
So I got insanely lucky.
Good rolls, dude.
Let's go, dude.
You roll like 2 nat 20s.
Yeah, both times on the performance check.
You're disgusting.
I know.
Meanwhile, I keep trying to be deceptive like I think I'm a fucking rogue or a tiefling or some shit, and then I forget that I have no charisma, no deception.
I don't know, man. I wasn't even coming into this city or this inn with any of this in mind. It just keeps happening.
All right, Max is taking the pup dog around the block real quick, and then we'll hop back into it.
Well, that's good though. I mean, like, John, you knew you wanted to like find a guild or some shit, and it seems like you've accomplished that goal.
It was an idea. I also want to find people like the noblemen or guild masters or people like that who would know about the Fey wilderness that exists in this realm. That they could lead me to knowing about my parents. Like, why was I there? Maybe they would know about people who lost a baby there. I don't know.
Is Jacob here?
Yeah. Yes.
Can I give him a little bit of actual like lore info?
Sure.
That might help him.
Absolutely.
So, Shantae is one of the big pantheon gods. My goddess is basically kind of like her mom. It's confusing. Go watch a video on YouTube of just like a quick rundown of like the creation of 5e, and you'll understand it. But
yeah.
Shantae is the goddess of like wilderness and druids and the wild and basically like life. Like she's like Mother Earth. So that might be something you'd be interested in if you're from the Fey wilderness. I don't know what she has to do with Fey, if she has anything to do with Fey. But she is all about like the wilderness and druids and shit.
Wait, so talk to your mom? Or talk to the goddess?
No, I'm just saying like exploring Shantae and like that religion.
Oh, word.
And there is a shrine of Shantae in Daggerford, is what she said.
I'm saying like she has come up recently, and she is the goddess of like earth and wilderness and nature, and so that might be a good place for you to investigate some shit.
I'll keep that in mind, but unless the information pops up to me in character, I'm not going to use it.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna.
It's just shit that I found when I was looking into different religions for cleric work, which is
Right,
why
and
when they said Shantae, it like hit my ear a certain way.
Cool. I was gonna say, I mean, I don't want to give away anything for Yosef's potential, timeline and storyline or anything.
I'm enjoying so far.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't want to give away lore until if I'm like gonna ruin shit. But like,
no, you didn't. You're good.
Pretty common info.
Yeah. I feel like the pantheon, when you're talking about deities and stuff, that's fine. That's gonna be common in-game knowledge. So
apparently, I'm already god to these these bar people.
You are the most famous performer at the Daggerford Inn. Yes.
Okay, just one up to the guy who's been playing here for 20 years.
200.
Oh, 200 years, right?
Yes.
No, I was telling John, part of me, with the first time we were getting together to play, I wanted to play like a tiefling bard. I think there's still part of me trying to play that, because I keep like putting myself in a situation where I have to roll like deception or performance, and I'm like, oh, I'm a cleric. I don't have those skills.
I mean, as a character in general, though, like deception and performance still comes up a lot.
Like it happens as a person.
Yeah.
Some people are just bad liars.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, because I'm from the Fey wilderness, I can't stop doing that. I got some good lying skills because the Fey Lamau.
You're mischievous. You're a little trickster.
I mean, I just kind of do whatever I want. And if something were to happen to teach me a lesson, that might be something to do character development maybe. But right now, it's just kind of doing whatever he wants. because from the Fae. That's my idea at least.
I don't want to give any huge hints to you about your Fae ancestry background, but I will give you one little tidbit
Okay.
and say that the juggling is meaningful.
Oh, okay. I'm happy you're doing something with it. Is all I will say about it. Instead of just like leaving it to be nothing.
If I left it to nothing, that would just be stupid and boring.
Just be a bad DM.
See, I'm happy you think that. That's all. Some
No, I'm
people, I'm
very
sure, wouldn't
interested.
think that.
I'm almost too interested. There are too many interesting things.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, my goal with town encounters is really to provide you guys with as many branches as I possibly can, so you can decide exactly how you want to go about stuff. And like right now, because you guys are just squishy, it's gonna be a lot of role play. You know what I mean? Until we get to like level 3, and then things are gonna heat up a little bit. And so what I guess what I'm saying is like I'm gonna give you little tiny hints with your backstory right now, but inevitably I don't want to burn through your entire storyline by the 5th session. You know what I mean? And then have nothing left to delve into as characters.
Yeah, I like that. I'm kind of in a weird place because like I feel like it's almost a little bit harder to play someone who doesn't have a tragic backstory. Because I don't have like
Direction.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I have a direction kind of where it's like, oh, I'm a cleric, this is my mission. Like I literally have a mission.
Right, but it's not like.
But
the
I'm not
Prince
searching
Zuko
for
situation.
an answer. There's not a question I'm trying to answer,
Right. Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll come up. It's just a little more complicated.
Definitely. But that's the fun part about sandboxing, and like there's going to be a moment, we just haven't gotten to it yet. So.
Oh, I'm a very suspicious person. I am suspicious of many people.
All right. Is Kelly back yet?
She here.
Cool. For whatever reason, she's the only one I can't see on camera.
I can see her. She has a cozy-looking cardigan.
All of you guys eating makes me so hungry.
Aw.
Don't worry, I have food. I just have to make it after this. I was going to.
Don't worry, I have food.
Yeah, I'm going to be eating. Okay, look. I bought a family-sized lasagna. Has 5 servings. I'm going to eat all of it myself.
Would you buy like a frozen Stouffer's?
Yeah, exactly.
You can make it. It'll be fine.
Look.
That'll be great.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
Just hit up some kombucha in the morning, it'll be fine.
Some what?
Kombucha.
What is that?
It's like fermented drink. It's supposed to replenish your gut bacterium.
It's terrible.
It's just probiotic drink.
Okay.
It'll fix your stomach after you eat frozen Stouffer's.
Really do anything.
I think I haven't eaten anything all day.
It's delicious though.
It is really good.
I like
all right,
it.
Yosef, you just walked up on Farragrim and Joey poring over a map. I think that's what you see right now.
Hey guys, how's it going? What are you doing over here?
Oh well, Farragrim. He came up to me with a good little quest here. If you want to look it over and you want to explain it to him, Farragrim.
Sure. Sorry. There's a bandit encampment north of town. I've had 2 different people ask me to retrieve items from there, so we're gonna go do that.
Okay, sounds fine to me.
There's a bear.
Calm down. Wait, what? A bear?
And there's also a human sorceress of some kind.
Oh no.
So it's gonna take all of us.
Yeah, and you're looking for an engagement ring, and you're looking for
bear carving.
Yeah, a small statuette bear.
Well, I'm just kind of along for the ride. If you think that's the move, I'll give it a try.
By the end of this campaign, you're going to be able to do just like songs on the fly.
God, he's gonna be a rap artist.
Honestly,
do you guys think I'm getting better?
you've
already gotten better.
Yeah, like slowly but surely. Yeah, you know.
Okay, let's go. It's hard.
No, God, yeah, it's hard. Fuck.
I think in the meantime, I would have, once the door is closed behind us, I would have whispered to Tawin, like, I do not trust them. They said some weird shit that was not quite right.
I think Tawin's muted.
Uh-oh.
Kelly, she there?
She is muted on the Discord and
Okay.
Kelly,
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're good.
Yep, now we can.
Sorry.
All
Are
good.
you okay? Did you hear what I told you?
No.
I just kind of whispered to you. I do not know if I would trust those people. They said some shit that did not quite line up accurately. It's not quite right.
They seemed quite nice, but I didn't really trust them much myself.
I think technically you would have trusted them.
Oh,
yeah, because like your insight was bad, so like you would.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They said that Kohalan was the source of life, and that is not true. Shantae is the goddess of life, so that was kind of weird. They might just be ill-informed. They are wood elves. I hate following that stereotype, but they are not the most educated. I am not blaming it on them being wood elves. It is a product of the system. It's a product of the system, okay? They are put at a disadvantage by those above them. But it is possible they are good people with bad knowledge. But what I said was wrong.
That was hecka woke, Calathil. Thank you.
I love it.
But that doesn't
He's
mean
not
that we
racist. I am half elf. I am half elf.
No, he wasn't even here for it. He just came in, put his headphone on, and said racist.
I could hear everything. Kelsey's quite loud, believe it or not.
We live in the same house.
Oh, that's right. I forget you guys do that. Yeah. Oops. Sorry, I'm so.
But yeah, I just tell her,
house.
we can look into it a little bit, but I don't know for sure that I would trust them.
We don't have to go on the trip to the statue. I didn't make any promises.
Yeah, and the church, the temple is in Daggerford. It's brick and mortar. It'll be there, so it's not like it's And they said that they were going to be there for the full week.
You could still check it out. I just don't know that I want to
tomorrow.
give them any intel.
Right. Well, if you'd like to feel it out, maybe we can go to the baking. It's a competition, I think.
Yep, it's a bake-off.
It's a bake-off.
We can stop by the baking competition. And
there is a baking competition?
Yes, there is.
Oh, that could be fun.
They're not making cornbread, but they said they make some other good stuff that I didn't know about.
I know my mother's recipe for sticky buns. They are very good.
Oh
yeah,
my.
they said that they were making lembus as the bread that they were making. Yeah, and remember the reward for the bake-off is 250 GP and the title of Master Baker.
Are they did you find out, are they supplying the suppliers, or do we have to bring our own produce?
Everything is set up preemptively. If you have a recipe that you want to bring supplies for, they encourage it, but they do provide the base ingredients.
It's like an open pantry Master Chef kind of situation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to make it too complicated. It is just D&D after all.
Thank you.
Yeah. No,
by
you must collect all of the ingredients in the wild. You have to go find chickens.
I have to
You're
go
gonna have
find
to
a
roll an
beehive.
animal handling check to make sure that they're happy enough to lay your eggs. So yeah, no. Yeah,
What is this?
I know we spent
3.5?
2 hours, but you never got vanilla extract, so it's actually not as good as the one that this non-player character made.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw for your oven temperature.
For your
Oh my
whisking.
god.
This is a 16-hour
Still
session, right?
3.5 where we can do all that. I'm saying, like, come on.
Okay, so then I
Let's
would,
play Pathfinder?
All right.
Yeah.
I would probably go to rejoin with the boys, seeing that they are all gathered here and drinking. I would say, yes, we could go to the bake off tomorrow. That sounds like a good fun. Girl time.
Why do you guys want to go to a bake-off?
Yes.
I said, why do you want to go to a bake-off?
Sounds like fun and there is a good reward. I don't know.
Wait, what is the reward?
Shitloads of gold.
How much gold?
Like 200, 250.
250. I might go with you guys.
Do you know how to bake, Joey?
I was raised on a farm, thank you.
Okay, you almost died 3 times, so I don't know if you know how to use an oven.
I'm just saying I'm in a mighty need of some gold right now, so I might enter that competition and try to win it.
Awesome. And yeah, I remember you guys, that was one of the posters that I had was for the Bake Off, the Pastere Magique, which is the baking show. I remember there's the Sculpture du Sol as well, which is a sculpting competition. And the first place winner takes home a seed from the grandfather tree preserved by an archdruid.
I think I would probably advise Joey, like maybe he should try his hand at sculpting, but I don't know.
You
Use
do
it
have
like
a
drugs with your
tinkerer with
hand.
you. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, that's true.
I'm a mighty fine baker, okay? I was raised on a farm.
This is fair.
Bake
What
off.
does it have to do with baking? You're not raised in a bakery.
Because we had chickens and cows, and we made all of our bacon food fresh. My mom sold some at the market on every Sunday, and she went. It was a little journey on our wagon. It took her a little while. She'd go there every day, 7 a.m. in the morning, and sell stuff at the farmer's market.
Golden Fields literally sells most of the wheat in the Sword Coast, so he's been around at least grain mills for a while.
Don't know my lore, weird champ.
Into baking, but yeah.
Did you help your mother in the kitchen?
Yes, of course I did. I had to help in the kitchen. What do you mean?
I just assumed you would be out in the field, hustling cows or whatever farm boys do. I don't know.
Yes, I ran around and herded cattle myself.
And baked bread, apparently.
Was being facetious.
Which one?
All right, so you guys know that the abandoned encampment is north of town, about 3 miles.
Yes.
And it is on the west side, not the east side, now that you've figured that out. So you can go to that. You can do that.
The road.
You don't have the urge to go to the statue anymore, but it is marked on your map now, Yosef.
Mhm.
Calathil and Talwyn, they met some people that prompted them to go check out a service at one of the local temples, which will probably happen in the morning. So that might be something that you guys can accomplish before the bake-off. And it sounds like everybody wants to do the bake-off no matter what. So I assume that the party is going to be doing that.
Yeah. I got a question. Was there any bandit quests? I don't remember on the quest board or whatever for the guild.
There was. So there was a Adventurers Wanted poster, and Lady Morwen of Daggerford, the Duchess, requested any information for disappearances or anything of the like north of the Tradeway, and north of the High Moor. And all it said was, be warned of unknown dangers. Any discoveries will be rewarded with a sack of 200 silver pieces.
So we can triple dip by going on Bandit's Camp 1.
This is fair. Still doesn't earn you as much as the Bake Off, but yes.
Do both.
Well, going on the Bandit one, will you be back in time for the Bake Off? I guess that's the question.
Oh yeah, it's only 3 miles north of town, so I think it's safe to say that you could get it done in an evening. and be back in time to finish off the remainder of the evening's debauchery in taverns and whatnot, since the entire town is partying this evening.
Can I say something to the party?
Yeah.
All right. Just to let you guys know, I had my first crush. It was this plateau. It has an ancient monument, and I think eventually we should visit.
You had a crush on the hill?
It was a very sexy hill.
I don't know what that means, Magic Man.
Something that I could kill for.
This kind of sounds like a you thing, but I mean, we're here for you, I guess.
I was just sharing it. You don't have to criticize it like
No, thank
that.
you for sharing, but there is such a thing as oversharing, okay, Yosef?
Caladil
Things are private.
It was an option. You
Caladil,
didn't have to
roll
come
a
at me like that.
You are a strange
Roll
man.
what?
a medicine check.
Whom?
Oof. Okay.
Oh gosh, not one.
Was
Yeah.
it? Yeah, no.
Yosef just appears to be absolutely glowing to you. And this plateau sounds like a phenomenal idea.
It sounds like a good idea to me?
No.
Or I just don't think it's weird. I'm just like, whatever, he's a weird dude.
Weird. Yeah, you just don't think it's weird. Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
Hey.
Okay, I mean, we're your friends. I'll go with you to make sure nothing happens, but
I think you like pat his cheek and check his forehead, and you're like, he's fine, no worries.
He sounds delirious, but I think he's okay. He's just
I'm
weird.
just saying I have it marked on this map. I happen to know exactly where it's at.
He's still rhyming fine. I guess he's okay.
Can I also do a medicine check? I think my modifier is negative.
You can do a medicine check as well if you want to, Fairden. 11. Okay.
I've read some books.
So I think, okay, you recognized him to be under or be suffering from the after effects of a charmed effect, which, I don't know. You have to relay this to the rest of the party if you want to get more information out of the player characters. Because I think that Calathil, being a cleric, might have information on that, but yeah. As a paladin, you might have a little bit more information on the charm effect. I'm sorry. Let me see what else I can give you here. I think that you know that a charm enchantment has to be done visually. So they would have to see the person that they are charming to do it. Which means that, yes, that's all I'll give you.
Yosef, I think you might have been charmed.
Well, what makes you say that? What makes you think that I would be harmed?
You got this weird obsession with this place you'd never seen before. You said you got a vision. Sounds magical.
You're not wrong. It did come to me as such. It did take hold of me and make me want to make it my crush.
Hold on. Did you happen to snort any powder out of a straw by any chance?
No, sir. I can't say that I did.
Did you happen to snort powder out of a straw? What the fuck?
No. I was just curious.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's lying?
Absolutely, you can.
Can I do a medicine check on Joey?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's full of shit, Yosef.
I got a 10.
You don't know exactly what he's under the influence of, Calathil, but he is sweating bullets right now.
Alright, I want to make sure you guys heard my rhyme. It was sick.
Sorry.
Alright, I said, what the fuck are you talking about? I see some purple on your snout.
You're also sweating like a whore in church.
Well,
and I would know, I've been to a lot of churches.
Well, I have been drinking, boys. So what can I say?
You're gonna have to roll me a deception.
Is that a nat one?
Squeeze purple powder out of your nose.
As you say, I swear I've just been drinking. You get a fat nosebleed that just like starts dripping profusely down your chin. And as you do that, you have this like sudden urge to flap your arms back and forth, up and down, and waddle around in a circle, and you do so.
Is
Oh
is
my
our
God.
friend turning into a duck now? He was a cow earlier, now he's a duck?
I think the noise that he makes is actually more of a.
Oh, he's a chicken! I mean, I knew you were a farm boy, but come on.
I wish I had the bardcore like duck song. That'd be hilarious.
The
I don't even
chicken
know what
dance.
to say to that.
Give a chicken dance.
Oh my God. Are you okay?
Oh, what?
You seem to be turning into some kind of animal.
I'm doing fine. Just leave me alone.
It seems like a condition most foul.
Oh my god.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw,
Poultry,
Joey.
unfortunately.
Okay. Once again, you have this weird urge to like spread your arms out, and just like for whatever reason, like take flight. I think is the first thing that you can think of. But you realize what you're doing pretty quickly, and you put your arms back down and you shake your head in confusion.
I don't even know how to RP this. This is insane. I don't know what my
as a
farm boy
cleric?
brain would tell me to do.
As a cleric, is there any sort of just check or anything I can do to try to like help him detox?
You can roll
Like
me
get him some
another.
water?
Yeah, you can get him some water, or you can like roll me. I don't know. All you can do is diagnose him. I don't think that you would have a treatment.
We know what it is. Let's be real. Pretty
all
sure
right.
this boy snorted some arcane powder.
Something.
Schneef.
Something like that. I don't know.
Some
Well,
schneef.
He'll
He
probably
said
be
that
fine.
he was
He'll
a
be
farm
fine
boy.
in a couple hours. He
That
might
is
act like a
really
chicken
big.
for a little bit. It'll be fine.
Why you guys are picking on me? I'm not the one who fell in love with the monument.
Well, I mean, you're the
You're
one who
acting
said
like
you
a
was
chicken,
farm
and
boy.
earlier you were a cow.
That's
Mr.
right.
Farm Boy, don't take it too far. We don't need you making too many cars.
All right, guys. What's the party doing?
What are we doing?
I think we go hit up this bandits camp, right?
Yeah.
All right. So it's not quite dark yet. So you're still in daylight. So if we want to hit up this quick hike here, I can drop you guys off. Let me make sure I have everything set up preemptively. Yes. All right, cool. I'm gonna switch you guys over. Roll me a survival check as a party.
Ooh.
Rough.
Pew!
Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Talon got 7. Okay. Wow. You're lucky that somebody rolled a natty.
Let's
Bring
go.
your average above 10, so that's pretty decent. You guys, because I think it's just one road, the tradeway, and pretty large and well marked. You do not get lost on your way there, nor do you suffer from any inconveniences on the way. And you come across the curve in the road. Oh, sorry. Did it switch you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, with the sun still in the air, not even at nighttime, you come across the curve in the road that is marked on the map. And the left side being the west and the right side being the east. and you know that the encampment is supposed to be somewhere off to the west, but you don't know exactly where yet.
And is this like a cliff to our left, upwards?
Yes, so there's like a pretty steep plateau to the right of you, and it appears to be about 20 feet tall. Definitely some difficult terrain. But in front of you, you're on the tradeway. I think that Farragrim, Calathil, Joey, and Towin would all recognize this stretch of road because you guys would have traveled down it on your way here, or between here and Neverwinter. And Joey, actually, yeah, you would have seen it on your way back to Golden Fields. Yosef, where are you from again?
The Fey Wilderness, dog.
Fey Wilderness. Yeah, you may or may not be familiar with this as well, because the Fey is kind of all over the place. Because I don't know which Fey Wilderness you're from.
He hasn't been traveling long before he got to that first end. So some like a wilderness close to there.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and say that this is new for you then. But everybody else, this is a common stretch of road. So you're fairly familiar with this area, and you know that the butte to the west of you overshadows like a canyon area of some kind. That's about it, though.
How close are we to the encampment? Do we know on the map?
You guys, on the map, the X would be off to the west near that butte, so you know it's somewhere in the area, but you'll have to search for it because you don't know exactly where. It's more like an approximate location.
Okay, and are we going one by one, or is it again?
It's free flow. You guys are not in initiative.
Okay.
Who's closest to me right now? Anybody, just in general, who wants to be closest to me right now?
It's me and Farragrim.
Okay, I reach over to Yosef. I say, "Hey, great set earlier, my dude," and I give him guidance.
Hell yeah. Thanks. It means a lot. I'll put this to great use and show 'em the lot.
Guys, I think we're getting pretty close. We should try to be sneaky and more whispery, I think.
Don't tell me what the fuck to do. No, I'm just kidding. I don't say that.
Okay.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's anything around, since I know we're getting close?
Absolutely, Roman perception. I'm glad you asked. Okay, let's see here. An 8. So as you search the road, you notice that there are a lot of like track marks and stuff from like different wagons and carts that have been pulled down this way in the past. So there's definitely like a lot of drag lines and everything. With an 8, I think that with an 8, you notice that there appear to be more wagon marks on this side of the path than this side of the path. But I think that's all I can give you with an 8. Does anyone else want to do an investigation or a perception?
Might as well. Which would be better, or like which would give me what?
Investigation would be intelligence, and perception I think is wisdom. So depending on what has the better modifier.
Okay. Well.
The rolls have been insane tonight.
All right. Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, you guys perceive pretty well on this trail. So there are a lot of bushes around you, a lot of different plant life and everything. And I think that you're relatively familiar with what you're looking at in the first place. So this bush over here sticks out to you a little bit more because it appears to be an invasive species, if not, just doesn't really seem to belong there.
Hey guys, that bush is kind of odd. Someone should go over there and give it a prod.
Okay. Hello. Okay, I would like to sneak now because of everything they're saying is suspicious. I'd like to sneak over and examine the bush to see if I can see anything.
Okay. Roll me for stealth.
Not one again.
All right, 10. So you feel pretty sneaky. As you tiptoe your way over to, I guess, this bush over here, and just kind of like take some cover behind it. Oh, man. Roll me an investigation for when you get over there, and then we're gonna wait for what's her face to get back in, Kelsey, because her Discord crashed.
I let her know we're waiting.
Okay.
My rolls have been so bad tonight.
Oh my goodness. Investigation. Rough 3. There's some berries on the bush. You're feeling a little hungry.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary, guys.
Well, you are kind of stupid.
Talon, what are you doing? And you're on mute, just to let you know. Kelly, are we there? She's clicking, but I think you're still muted on Discord. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yep,
Yes.
we can hear you. Yeah, what's Talon doing? I will say, being a gnome, you are the smallest and sneakiest in the party. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. So I think Talon also comes up around this bush and investigates these berries that Joey is trying to eat.
Okay, roll me a nature check. Excuse me. Roll me a nature check.
17?
Oh, that's really good. Yeah. So you recognize these as boysenberries, which are edible.
Good on you, Joey. These are edible and will give you energy for our trip.
Yeah, and they're just like basic rations, so you can take a couple of them if you want.
Sweet. But I'm still curious about what's going on, so...
Okay. You want to roll me an investigation? Or a perception, whichever is higher for you. Totally up to you.
Let me double check that really quickly. Sorry.
What bush was it that looked invasive again? It was this one?
Yep. That's the one.
Ooh, 20 for perception.
Oh, nice. Nat 20?
Mm-hmm.
A natural 20?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. All right. So, so you're taking a look at the bush that initially looked invasive to you. And as you round the edge of this bush, the sunlight cast on the other bush, you notice has almost like a reflection off of it. Like there's like a piece of metal or something behind that bush over there. And looking closer with a nat 20, you definitely see what looks to be a door handle inside the bush.
Ooh. So I would turn around and very quickly whisper to everyone that I see something that kind of looks like a door within the shrub.
Okay, cool.
Wild.
We should be really careful, guys. You guys want me to sneak up there and see what's going on?
Go for it.
Yeah, you want this magic necklace?
No, I'll hold on I'll hold on the necklace. I think being a cow would be a little bit louder than being myself. Okay, I'd like to sneak up to that bush then.
Okay, no necklace. Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, roll me for stealth. Whew. Okay, yeah. You feel real quiet as you do that. You just hop from bush to bush. And so quickly, I don't even think that it's clear whether or not you are a bush or a human. But as soon as you get over to this point, you do recognize the door handle behind the bush, and you are able to get close enough to it to where you could lockpick it if you would like to.
Okay, I would like to yell back. Yeah, not yell, but like yell whisper back. Be like, yeah, there's a door handle back here. Should I try to pick it?
Roll me performance.
Yellow whisper.
I'm so angry. I'm so angry.
Quietly scream.
Okay. Oh, you lucky son. All right. Yeah, you do that, and you hear a bit of a rustling sound come from beyond the door, and I think Yosef is the only person that is able to hear you when you do it. So the rest of the party did not get the memo, just Yosef.
Well, all right. I use message to relay that to everyone.
Good on you.
Yeah, there's a door handle. He found it. He is a little but he found the door handle in that push.
Okay.
Word.
Since I got no response back, I'll just wave them over like this.
Okay. Going for the beckon. Sounds good. What are we doing, Fairgrim?
Guess I'm gonna sneak up to where he beckoned us.
All right. Is everybody going to sneak up towards the door now? Do we want to roll group stealth?
Might as well, yeah.
Fuck.
Okay. So,
Oh, Joey.
I'm going to say, for the sake of this, you guys make it up to that door. You're not as quiet as you might like. I think you step on some sticks and some branches on the way in, but nothing happens when you get to the door.
I kind of choose to hide a little bit away from the door in these bushes here.
Where is the door?
The door
Right
handle
here.
is, it's in this area here, yeah. Joey is the only one that can see it right now. And Talon, because she's the one that originally saw it.
Okay, I want to silently make like a lockpick this and be like,
you may. Yep, you can make your sleight of hand if you want. Also, you could also do a performance row Talon if you want to disassemble the door, because it is metal and has hinges. So either one.
For that. 14.
14, okay. And Joey, do you want to roll for your lockpicking too? Sure. We want to say you guys just both go at this door.
Is that a sleight of hand?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Joey, yeah, you go to town on it with your lockpicking tools, and you just slide them in and get like a nice, clean, quiet click as you unlock that. And as you do that, not moments afterwards, Tawin, you slide both of the pins out of the door hinges, and the door just like slides backwards silently and like lands down and starts to fall back. Joey and Tawin, roll me a strength check as this massive metal door is now falling on top of you.
11.
Okay. I think that you together are able to hold it up. Yosef, Farragrim, and Calathil, you guys do now see both of them underneath the door kind of struggling a little bit, though.
Well, run up to help.
Okay, cool. Roll me strength.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I have guidance, right? How does that work?
You do have guidance, yes. Okay.
How does guidance work?
You
1d4.
Yeah, you add a 1d4. Even if you get 4, you still roll 6.
So
yeah, it's a nat 1 no matter what, though. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it.
All right, cool. Farragrim, yes. Farragrim comes up and just like posts up one arm and lifts the thing out of the way, and like tosses the door to the side. And as he does that, it does reveal a small pathway. Can you guys see that now?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And it appears to be some rugged, like stone, like ruggedly carved stairs. And Joey, let's see what your passive perception is real quick. Okay. Yeah, at the bottom of the stairs, off to the left side, you perceive just a cutthroat-looking bandit just chilling up against the wall as if he's guarding something. But he has not seen you yet.
I would like to turn around and quietly whisper, "Hey guys, Anyone have any ideas of how we want to tackle this situation?
And I just want to throw out that Talon did pick up some rocks recently.
Yeah, I got. Maybe we can distract them.
Well, how so? What do you suggest?
Dramaturgy in mind, my little friend?
I can cast a spell on these here rocks that I have, or we can set a trap to distract them. I can put something on the frame of the door, even.
Dope as shit, let's do it.
I'm down for that.
Not the frame of the door, the actual front of the door.
Could make like a.
I would, Talitiel, being a very nurturing soul, would grab Tawin's hands and say, "Look, listen, I believe in you, okay? Saluna believes in you." And I give her guidance.
How does guidance work?
It's a cantrip. I can cast it every
Oh, okay. Nice. Let's go.
red cantrip.
Yeah, remember, you can also leave voice recordings in the rocks that, like, play out as well.
Okay. Can I have
Put
a...
the message in it and then chuck it in like a fucking grenade.
I have a... This might be power gaming question, but I want to ask it. Is there any way you could put vicious mockery inside of a stone?
Actually, can I take Joey's chicken sounds and put it on a rock?
I find that to be a phenomenal idea.
Amazing!
So I asked Joey to repeat his chicken sounds for me as I hold a rock in my hand, this very flat river stone like rock. Yeah.
Chicken boy.
Come on.
Well, I don't remember the sounds that I did, but I've been around chickens my whole life, so here you go.
Okay, yeah, so you
Wonderful.
chicken call into the rock, and it can be up to 7 seconds long, so however long you want to do it. But yeah, you have that rock set up, so Talon, you can set the rock up to either go off continuously or only go off when it is touched. So you have two options there.
I think we just wanted to go off and distract this person and maybe disorient them.
Okay. So are you going to throw it down the stairs? Where do you want to throw the rock? Do you want to throw the rock?
Can I offer a suggestion?
Sure.
We could let it play by the front of the door to really confuse him and make him come out. Then when he comes out, we can ambush him.
Could we just make chicken noises ourselves?
This idea is much cooler. I'm just throwing that out there.
We could throw it just inside the door and wait till he gets up to it, and then bust through the door.
Well,
I don't know.
This is also a thing.
Just an idea.
Let's try throwing it down there, and
Yeah.
maybe they'll come out.
Okay.
All right.
So if you're gonna toss the rock, go ahead and roll me for dexterity.
Ooh.
I gave you a D4 if you want it.
Does that mean I add 4 to my...
You add 1 D4.
Yeah, so you roll a d4 and add whatever number it lands on to your base roll.
Okay. I mean, it's an 8.
8 total? Okay. Yeah, I think that you successfully toss your rock like down onto the base of the stairs, like right here. And the cutthroat does like walk out and like pick up the rock, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And then you hear another voice from over in this direction talking and say, "What's going on? What's going on over there?" And a third voice from this direction also asks what's happening. But you're not in initiative.
Yeah,
They just seem to be very confused.
We should have maybe brought them out because I still don't know how to operate this situation.
Yeah. I would, at this point, to do Farrakhan, use the guidance if he doesn't have it, and I say, okay, look, I tried to use this to other people. They are fucking cowards. You want this magic necklace? It might turn you into a cow. I don't know what it does. Up to you, my dude.
Wait, who you say that to?
Your mic is off.
I did do
Fuck.
it.
I don't trust that necklace.
You know what, guys? I think we
Okay,
should.
you know, fine. I put the necklace on myself. I say, fuck this.
Okay, so you put the necklace on?
Fucking necklace on.
Okay. Yeah, so you do that. You pull the pendant out. You throw it around your neck. So let's see what's happening here. Calathil, what's going through your head right now? You know, like what are the first things that are coming to your mind? What are your next steps?
I believe I have heard that one of the things we're looking for is an engagement ring. And Calathil is a very basic bitch. She just loves love. And it really pisses her off that someone is fucking with a proposal. And she just really wants to get this fucking ring back for that poor little boy.
Okay.
And I'm just asking my goddess Selune for guidance and for protection. As I loop it onto the same chain as my Selune pendant.
Okay.
And ask her to guide me.
Okay, how do I want to do this? So as you loop it through the chain on your pendant, and you are praying to your goddess, not only does that single chain loop around the pendant, but chains start exploding off of the pendant in every direction and wrapping around the front of you. It doesn't hold you down. You are just now wearing a very light chainmail armor.
Oh, sick.
Okay. Thank you.
You look down at your fingertips, and they're also made of chains now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Calathil.
I have I have chains on my fingers.
Like your fingers are chains.
Oh. Okay, I say, I don't really know what the fuck is going on here.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw, too.
Fair. I'm proficient.
That's not wisdom.
Is it not?
That's insight. We need wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay, 19 plus 2.
Okay. Yeah, that's all that happens. You just have chain fingers now, and you're wearing like a short chainmail armor. It does not seem to affect your armor class anyway, though.
Okay.
Calathil, maybe it'll help if I describe my cow Betsy to you, because
Don't talk about your fucking cow right now. I'm in a good place.
He's a really nice cow, though.
As you guys are arguing, the guy that picked up the rock is starting to now make his way up the stairs, because that is where the rock came from. And he is going to take a peek around you guys, but he doesn't seem to make eye contact or anything.
Quick, guys, we better hide. We gotta make sure to murder this guy.
Yeah, let's hide and ambush him.
All right, we're going for the ambush.
I would like to ready an action or whatever of I'm just going to stand right to the side of the door and see what the fuck my weird chain fingers might be able to do if he comes out.
Okay, so he gets to the top, and he pushes the door handle down to open it up, and the door just falls over flat because nobody ever put the pins back in, and it was already picked. And he turns around and cups his hands over his mouth as if to yell, and roll me for initiative. And I'm going to roll them with disadvantage since you guys do have the drop on them.
Oh. 12. My real one's 12.
There's 12. Calathil, would you roll?
12.
All right, Calathil and Fairgrim, roll me again.
12.
All right. Calathil, you are before him. All right. Yosef, you're up.
All right. So seeing him cup his hands as if to yell, I run up behind him, put my hand over his mouth, and put my dagger to his throat, and tell him, "You better be quiet. We don't want to have an accident."
I'm going to treat this as a grapple. Roll me a strength check.
Oh,
Fuck.
You successfully grappled him because he rolled a nat 1.
let's go.
Yeah, you got him in like a chokehold. He cannot seem to get a word out right now. And you recognize him as a human.
All right. I drag him back to the rest of the party and be like, "What do you guys want to do with him? He's all ours. I've captured him."
Just knock him out. Non-lethal damage.
Wait, we're
Alright.
still on initiative, so we gotta do one at a time, right?
All right. Well then, Can I do anything from there?
That was your action. You have movement. That's it, though.
All right. Well, then I just moved back with dragging him to the party.
Okay. Joey, you'd be up. Excuse me.
Okay, I would like to sneak attack this thief.
Okay. Can do.
Okay, so you have to go through. So I do my sword, right?
Yep. So you click your sword. And so basically, what you're rolling me is for strength to hit. So roll me a d20. Awesome. And now add the attack modifier to it.
And what's my attack
Or you
modifier?
It should be on your weapons list. It should be on your character sheet. I can try to pull it up for you. Hang on.
Can you just click the weapon?
You can also just click the weapon too. Yeah. So you doing short sword?
Yeah.
Here, I clicked it for you. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah. So 21. That's gonna hit his armor class. Now roll me for damage.
Just
Okay.
click the damage part of it, right?
Yep.
I don't know why it's not letting me click on anything. Oh, I see. I see the wrong thing. That's not right? Oh.
So you see the short sword? Now it says like on the actual attack, it says +5. You can click that.
Okay.
That should. All right, it's a D6. Just roll me a D6 and add an extra D6 to it because that's what the short sword's damage is.
Okay,
So
sorry.
we're just gonna do 2D6 +5. All right, so 8 + 5, so 13 damage total.
That's my sneak attack bonus too.
The sneak attack is the extra D6.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we already added it in. And you hit, what was the total number? 13 total. And you stab him like through his, where are you stabbing him exactly?
Well, ideally I would aim for the throat, but I don't know if this is enough to kill. But yeah, I would just try to shove it like up to the throat. Obviously, be careful of Yosef.
Yeah, no, you kill him. Yeah, he's dead. I was gonna say. So yeah, he pops out of the bushes. Yosef, you immediately grab him and drag him out, and then Joey just like jumps on him and slices his throat. So he was not able to get a last sound out, unfortunately. His last words were, "What the fuck is this thing?"
Oh no.
Beautiful.
And he's done. Okay. Tywin, you're up.
Tywin realizes that the rock idea probably wasn't the best. And she's already killed one of the men. Or not her, but one of the men has already died. So maybe she suggests maybe we can pull all of them out with some kind of tactic.
Okay. What do you want to employ? Because remember, you can put small images on flat objects.
Mm-hmm.
You can rewrite notes and the like change writing. You can obviously record audio, and you can create like shiny images and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you can manipulate right now. Or you guys can build a trap. You can. You have one turn, so you can like roll me a survival and see if you can't put something together in that amount of time for the next turn.
Yeah, we could build it. We could build something.
Okay. The way that I will do that in initiative is I'll have each person. They'll have to be up, or at least 3 people that work on the trap, and they'll have to all roll successful survival checks for the trap to be functional. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Is there anyone like who's good at survival?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So what kind of trap are you setting? So you can dig a hole and do like a pitfall trap. You can tie one of the bushes back under pressure and create like a twig, like a snap line or something that like whips them. I think you have rope, so you could create like a tripwire if you want to do that. I'm gonna say nix on nets. I don't think you guys have enough time to weave a net.
Like a snare.
Yeah, I mean, there's stones in this area too, like larger rocks. You can maybe try to create some sort of rock fall, but I think that it makes more sense timing wise to do like a small hole or like a snare of some kind.
Let's go with the snare. We got 2 out of 3.
Okay, are we doing the snare? Kelly?
That sounds good. We could build a trap and maybe try a different tactic to draw them to the trap. I have more stones I could endow with a really bright light, and they might be drawn to it to see what it is.
Okay. So we'll do that. You guys successfully set your trap. So let's see. So it would have gone Tywin, Calathil, Faragrim, back to Yosef. So yeah, you guys would sacrifice your actions to set that trap, but you would still get your movements. So you can put your characters where they would be, where you would want to be if you're going to ambush someone.
Pretty happy with my positioning.
Mm-hmm. And then the next person up would be Joey. You'd be up technically.
So I have my action back now?
Wait. You now get another action. We've gone back around in the turn. Sacrificed your first one.
Where's the trap at?
Well, hang on.
Where did my turn go?
Yeah, Yosef, you would have gone because
I didn't do anything with the trap.
Okay. So yeah, Yosef, you're up. My bad.
Okay.
I skipped you.
Yeah. So the trap is set though, right?
Yeah, the trap is successfully set.
Okay. Hey guys, should I yell? Should I lure them over here for the kill?
We're in initiative, so we can't answer back.
Well, I can't ask at least Joey.
He can't answer you. You can only ask him.
Feels bad. Got you.
Like
one turn is 1 second between all of us. So
Yeah.
there's just not time to respond. You just gotta go.
Word. All right. Well, I do that anyway. I go over here. I start yelling down this hall. See if I can just lure some more people over here.
Okay. Yeah. Now you guys definitely hear people kind of shuffling around over there.
All right. Well, I just kind of stay hidden for waiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
maybe
Joey,
ready action. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, you can hold your action and attack if somebody comes out. Joey, you'd be up.
Oh, can I see these people coming? Do I know how close they are?
You can hear one of them at the midpoint of the stairs at this point, and there is another one somewhere in this direction.
So if I don't know if this is metagame or not. I asked this question. Yeah, so I have ball bearings, right? And I want to help them fall into the trap. Then maybe I can throw my ball bearings out, but I don't know if they would see it or not. And that's what I'm basically asking. If I threw something out on the very front of the stairs, would they be able to see me do that action?
You would have to roll me a stealth for it, but I'd allow it. So yeah, roll me a sleight of hand to utilize your ball bearings. I'd allow that. I've done that as a. Ooh, okay. How many are you going to use? I think you have a bag of like 100 of them.
I have a bag of 1,000. I'd like to use 100.
1,000. Okay, how many are you going to use?
100.
100. Okay. All right. So you do that. And yeah, they spread out around the stairs and stuff, like especially at the top of the stairs. Towin, you're gonna be up.
So I've set up a little trap with the rock, I suppose. So
Are you gonna drop like a shiny rock up there or something?
yeah, I'm gonna toss it now that I've seen them. I guess it'd have to be inconspicuous. So would I roll for sleight of hand to see if I can toss it without it being seen?
I would just have it be dexterity. I wouldn't make you do sleight of hand for it.
Okay. Do you want me to roll for that?
Mm-hmm. Roll for dexterity.
13.
13. Okay. Yeah, you toss the rock and it lands like right in front of the the crevice area. And you do hear someone picking up their pace as they start to head up the stairs. And you hear him say, "I see something." And then Calathil, you be up.
Could I roll some sort of insight or religion or wisdom to see what the fuck is going on with my body right now?
Roll me a medicine check. Or, I mean, yeah, roll me a medicine. That's fine. I can give it to you with medicine if you roll high. Okay. You are definitely under some sort of enchanted effect. It is not a spell that you're familiar with, but I think that you would recognize that the item that you are now wearing has some sort of spell imbued to it. But I think that's all you would know. Like with a medicine, I don't think I could give you anything else.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But like obviously, like physiologically, this is not natural.
Yeah, I know it's a complicated item. I was just curious since it was affecting me if I'd have more insight. So I would move closer to the entrance. I would ready my action and kind of pray to my goddess and just be like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Please just, just help me catch the bad guy, okay? And then I would go, oh no!
Okay. Farragrim, you're up.
I guess I will move. I'll move to the other side of the doorway and just be ready for the guy to come out. I'll have my sword ready.
Okay,
to attack,
so
because I can't attack anything yet.
Yep. So as you do that, you hear someone with a quick pace running up the top of the stairs, and because he is running upstairs and not downstairs, he slips on the bearings as he's heading towards the shiny object and falls back down the stairs. And he is going to take me 7 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And I'm going to have him roll dexterity. He is also now knocked prone. As he is, fell down the stairs. So he took a little tumble.
We can't follow him.
Okay. Let's see here. Farragrim, go ahead and make me. Actually, no. Farragrim, does a 22 hit your armor class?
Yeah.
Okay. Take me 6 piercing damage as a bolt comes from this cliff over here.
Oh, god damn it.
And hits you in the mail.
There goes that fucking potion I just bought. 6?
6.
Right, I got 4 health.
Okay. All right. else we got here? He's down. Cool. Oof. All right. Okay. We are back to the top of the order. Yosef, you're up.
So the guy who fell.
Guys, it's 9:00. Do we want to stop at this point? Because I have a written order. We're at the top of the order right now. But yeah, it's 9:00 right now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sleepy. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I've been barely holding on for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Most of us have been awake since like 6 or 7 a.m.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Great session, guys. We'll pick up where we left off. Pretty simple. So.